That is aisle 2.
Yeah. This
Aisle
game
2, like in IKEA.
is probably one of the best games that I've had the pleasure of playing.
Oh,
Like
aisle 2
in
as in
IKEA.
aisle.
Yeah, let me. Well, it's. I mean, Hell Let Loose is
Not
nice
the
for
A.
linear stuff, but
I
this
mean,
is
like aisle 2, like
hardcore.
in IKEA.
There are so many
Like,
key
aisle number
bindings,
2.
brothers.
Oh my God,
Gino,
Emma.
look! You can go
Whoa.
inside the tank. Oh shit! That's some heavy artillery right there.
That is a big
Okay.
Oh god damn it! They're about to fire. You should not be firing yet. That ain't good.
Hey guys, can I vent out to you guys for a moment? I just
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
I
you
wish
know what
Graham
I-
was here. Graham's head is hurting like crazy right now, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
Graham
man.
said that he had a headache, so he's not going to be here tonight.
Yeah, he's in caffeine.
you should
withdrawal.
rest up. You should.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah, he's on
he's on
caffeine.
withdrawal.
He's on caffeine withdrawal.
His mom's stopping him from drinking Monster, which is a good thing on his regard, actually. Good on
Yeah,
his mom for knowing what's best for him.
Hmm.
He's
That
got to
is
stop
true.
drinking Monster.
Honestly, too much caffeine will harm you in more ways than one.
Mhm.
I'm so sorry, but like it still sounds like an alcohol.
I mean, for him,
Kinda
the way
does.
it seemed, it
But,
kind
like,
of might
yeah.
as well have been, honestly.
But yeah, he should try to like get over the caffeine addiction, but it's going to be very tough since he's
It'll
been
be
like
very
going
tough
at
on
it.
him, but we gotta support him.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta support.
All
You know,
right.
that's why I love you guys, man. Because like, okay,
We listen.
back
Yeah, we're
to
listening.
back to venting. Because like, you know what
Let
I
me
hate
increase your
in the
volume for
wo-
this.
All right.
Like really.
What the?
Literally, I can't hear like Bobby is like whenever he speaks, he ear rapes my headphones,
Oh my
and I
god.
can't hear anybody.
All right,
Lower
how
down
do you-
his volume. Then
I am
you-
lowering his volume. I'm also increasing your volume.
All
Okay,
right,
you're good
thank
now.
you. All
You're
right.
good now.
You know what I hate?
What?
What one thing that I really hate in the world?
This better be good.
Quote unquote friends. If you know what I mean.
What do you mean?
I'm pretty sure
I think I already
Bobby
know.
has
Yeah.
had a close experience with a quote unquote friend.
Yeah, I remember this.
We shall not be speaking of this man.
We shall not
Uh,
speak of this man, but his
yeah.
archetype can be found, unfortunately, common.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wait, what are you
I
talking
know what you're
about?
talking about.
What are you talking
Now I see
about?
what
And
now I know.
Fortunately, I'm not speaking for myself here.
Explain.
Elaborate.
Unfortunately,
Please.
one of my friends is like stuck in a call with a bunch of quote unquote friends that she feels really uncomfortable to be around, and
Oh, so are
Ah.
they? Question: are these people like people that would tell you to jump off of a cliff into some water but not do it themselves, or are
Nah,
they?
it's more like the kind of friend that goes, where you go, I'm not feeling too well, and they're like, don't care, just go with us.
Wait, you're talking about someone else having problems?
Yes, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
somebody else is
I
having
know.
problems right now.
Why would you care about anybody else?
Because whoa, whoa,
Tyson,
hey
okay.
yo,
I don't understand.
That's something called empathy.
What's
Which is a
that?
good thing.
I mean, if you lack empathy, okay,
They're not your problems, so.
I apologize,
I mean,
but
That's why
that is
Tyson is like crazy Sigma.
Tyson is just a Sigma.
Crazy
What?
Sigma male. He
No,
literally
no.
gives no craps for anybody else that he doesn't respect.
All right, okay,
Anyways, continue.
Anyway, continue, Dino. Sorry about that.
all right. Okay, now that's got me questioning about that whole Alpha Sigma thing. Wait,
You
hold
go-
on.
c-
Is like
continue.
Chad a different level than Alpha and Sigma?
No, Chad's just a
I-
very respectable person.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
like those.
Sigma is like Don Boss, like scary, respectable.
Yeah, he's like the
They
one
lower-
that
like mostly from what I know, it's like they mostly like look out for themselves.
Mhm.
And
like Bobby and Tyson. Bobby and Tyson are
probably
Sigma
less
males.
so, but Tyson definitely.
No, Bobby is still a Sigma male because of the
No, I
fact
feel
that
like-
he
I feel like
focuses on
Bobby's
himself
more-
like a crazy amount.
Nah,
like
Bobby's more like a.
he doesn't look for relationships because if he wants to focus on himself, he doesn't get on a job because he wants to focus on things that he cares about. Same thing with Tyson. So in that regard, it's they're pretty similar.
Okay, Tyson Sigma male, Bobby Sigma Chad. There we go. I don't know. He seems a
Alright,
little
yeah,
bit
that
more.
works. I think that works.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue, Gino.
Anyway, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know. Just trying to figure out like some ways to get out of a situation where you can't really seem to get out of, and I thought, you know what? How about this? We're taking the crazy route. Just log out of your Discord and then make a new Discord, friend me again, have a talk.
Hmm.
Because like I know they're gonna like try to spam call her, so
They're really that type of dirtbag, aren't they?
yeah.
Mm.
I haven't really gotten a chance to know them personally yet, but I'm just getting vibes, and I'm not liking them vibes.
Yeah, well,
And
you guys,
you and like I didn't from personal experience, you would know.
Yeah, somewhat.
yeah, they're,
Yeah,
you know,
there
see,
are.
the best advice that I can give to you that you can hopefully give to her is that if it goes to the extent where she is mentally fatigued, that is very, very dangerous.
Very
Because
much.
at that point, that is an opportunity for manipulation.
Could you
So you
type
got-
that down, please, so I could quote it like word for word?
I'll send it to you. Hold on.
Thank you very much. I
You're
feel like my friend needs to hear this.
Yeah.
Even if they're like is
Where are you?
Bobby
Where's
the
my camera?
advisor.
a lot
You need to
of
give him money for his
I am-
resources.
I can become therapist. Am therapist now.
You're not a therapist, you're a therapist.
This therapist is therapist.
Okay, now try and catch these therapists.
You have angered me. You are now on my
How do
therapist.
how do I do return again?
Shift, enter. Hold shift and enter.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Try to think of some advice. Really, the best advice I can think of is for your friend is to like try their best to distance themselves as much as they can. Like even if they try to like spam call, like that's not a good thing. But I don't know.
Hold on, can you give me like a rewind, like a story thing? Can you say it again? Because I don't think I got like the full thing.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
trying to, like,
unfortunate thing is, like, neither do I. But, like, I don't know. I'm just really worried.
No, I mean like can you just
no,
like
yeah.
say what you said again, like earlier? Because I don't think I
Okay.
got like the full thing.
Alright, basically, a friend is being forced into a call with her quote-unquote friends. And one of her friends, not quoted, used to be, is part of that group. But now they've turned into a quote-unquote friend because they've got changed so much because of that influence of the other quote-unquote friends.
Relatable,
No,
honestly.
yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, relatable. That like Tyson, you know who I'm talking about, right?
Wait, what? What's
Never
happening?
mind.
We have so many nickels
Wait, what's
for
happening?
every
What's
time
happening?
that's happened.
Okay. So basically what Gino was talking about was so one of his friends, she's in a she's being forced into a Discord call
Oh,
with a bunch of quote unquote friends. All right, but she's but like and one of her like actual friends.
Are you
not
talking about the
quote
main
unquote-
Discord?
Yeah, I'm talking about the main Discord. Of course, I'm talking about.
Okay, the main Discord was not as hostile as Webby and Siggy Piggy, the prank people.
How were they not? Oh no, no, the prank people were 10 times worse.
Because the prank people were physical and the main
were
Discord was
violent.
virtual.
No, but like, okay, whatever. This is
Prank
this is
people?
weird.
Oh god, what the?
That's a long story.
It's a long story. I don't want to talk about it. It's cursed.
Alright,
almost got
but
beat up.
Did this happen to one of you guys?
Yeah, me and Tyson. We
Holy
literally bolted.
shit.
Don't worry, it's fine. We don't talk about this.
We don't talk about it. Got it. Roger that. Lips are sealed.
Yes, violence was involved. But like
They had
but
weapons.
like
All right, there you go, Gino. I sent it.
there were
for you.
no weapons. Okay, there's just a lot of there was a lot of lethality involved. That's for sure.
There was a lot of
this-
aggression. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of manpower in that army.
Crazy out of okay, whatever.
They brought an army.
Whatever.
Honestly, you know, it's
The
been a
biggest thing-
long time since I was last in a fight. But the one advice that I can give to you guys is to avoid it. Avoid it.
Oh, we did. We bolted.
Fucking
But, like-
avoid it. Run.
Anyway, but like the big thing
Diego
is
told
the
me.
fact-
He told me these really wise things. Firstly, if the situation calls for it, you talk it out. If they don't want to talk it out, you run. If they catch up to you and you've got nowhere to
oh,
run,
I think I know what you're trying to do.
Okay, there was no
There's
time.
no
to talk it out.
talking.
We were all
There's
literally
only
trying to
running.
murder
Oh,
us.
I see
We
what,
were-
I think I know what you're talking
What
about.
the?
yeah, can you do it? Because I won't
yeah,
do it properly.
Okay, so what I'm thinking you're talking about is, I don't think this necessarily fully applies to this situation.
Okay.
But
I think it's the thing. Are you talking about the thing that's like the 5 like steps?
Yeah, the 5 steps. That's it.
Okay, yeah. So when it comes to conflict, like this is the model that I follow, and big shocker from I think for a lot of you guys, I got this from my martial arts teacher. Big shock.
Big shock.
I got a lot from him. All right. I got a lot from him. So
I'm not. It wasn't in a hostile way.
no, yeah, I know.
Yeah, he didn't die. He's still alive. You're still training with him.
I know. It's
Good.
just yeah.
isn't this
So-
the guy from the street dojo?
Yeah, that guy. I'm
Paradigm
pretty
shift,
sure.
yeah.
Man, I ought to join one of his classes when I get money one day.
Oh,
Why is there
like
so-
he actually Diego actually like invited like a couple people in.
Like I offered you guys. So I told you guys. Like you guys don't have to come if you don't want. Like you guys don't have to come.
I mean, I do. I just need money.
Like
I
need
moved.
money.
So I can't.
to my knowledge, the way like how I remember it doing things was you can come in and do like 1 or 2 like free trial classes if you like it, and then you start to pay if you want to keep going. I could be mistaken though. I haven't thought about it.
Mm.
But also, I'm kind of skeptical to do so because I've had several times where I'm like, oh yeah, I had a friend who was thinking about coming, so just keep that in mind. And they just don't show up. So
Okay.
I'm a little bit. But yeah. Alright. So
Any. Okay.
the, so there's like the 5 steps to conflict and how I mostly try to deal with it. First step, avoid.
Yeah.
That's the simplest thing. Like, just try your best as much as you can. Try to get out of the situation, and, like which you guys did, so that's good. But like the other 2, like the other forward, I don't think it really applies. It's like it's more so for like physical confrontation.
Hmm.
Go on.
Okay. All right. Look, you gotta
Yeah.
understand. Me and Tyson would totally get equally beaten up in a fight. So you just gotta like run off.
No, yeah.
But like, anyway, we went incredibly off topic here. Back to Gino's thing. The
They left.
what?
She left.
She left the
Yep.
Oh,
left.
I guess.
Good.
Well,
good,
well,
good.
I guess it's resolved
good.
already. We're good. We're
Why
chilling.
would you?
That was my advice. You basically like
We even
number one
sent
thing
her the
is
quote.
communication. Like
cut off communication, cut off ties.
Oh,
no, it's
damn
not.
it.
It's not cutting off communication. It's just communication in general. You gotta
Yeah.
like talk to them about it.
Mm.
You gotta like
Oh,
talk
yeah,
to the
yeah.
friend about it. You gotta talk to the people who's forcing her into it, and just like be
like,
completely
hey.
honest about things. Hey, I don't find it cool, and if they don't respect that decision, and if if her friend like agrees with them and not
Just-
you, then like you cut them off out of your life completely. Those are toxic people. There's a lot of people out there in the world. You'll become
Alright,
friends
here
with
we
a
go.
lot of people that aren't them. All right, you're not gonna be like they're not the only people that you're gonna become friends with. Like that's something that I learned, like as a person. It's just like like
knowing when to cut ties, I think, is how I would say it.
yeah, you're gonna have friends. Like not you're gonna have like a lot of friends, and you and like
I mean, that part's not technically guaranteed, but like in
you're
that
gonna have
situation,
friends at some point though.
Unless you die
Yeah.
at the age of like 11 by a tanker truck.
Yeah,
or 5 by cancer.
but like it's mostly just you gotta talk to them. But like if they don't respect that, and then cut them out of your life,
Yeah,
what else is there to do?
Mm-hmm.
stick with them.
Stick with.
Okay, let's list the pros and cons of sticking with them. Okay, pros.
Pros.
I just want to show you the damn.
Pros.
Yep.
There's literally only one other option, which is the dip. In that situation specifically.
That is completely fair.
Lucas, can I show you
You know,
the city thing?
Oh yeah, sure. In a bit, I'm fighting Crucible Knight.
Fight
You know,
Crucible Knight.
I was thinking. You know, we've all met people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that with our experience,
I'm only here to show you the damn thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
it's like-
look.
it's
Well, I
like-
mean, only Bobby in the skull.
Also, Diego?
Yeah.
I went to Kelowna, right?
Right.
It was pretty fun there. Got to eat a lot as well. What-
Nice, nice.
Went tubing, and I got really never given somebody a gift for Christmas ever.
Please let me show you this stream. It took me 40 freaking minutes to prepare. Oh, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Damn it, 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 damn it. What's happened? Please answer. Please. Damn it.
Where's my gift? Where's my gift, boy?
Oh, God.
Where's my gift?
Wow. Wait, no, please. I don't
Where's my
Look,
gift?
It's a
Each one of those
deal.
just made the vine boom sound. Each one of those, where's my gift?
Where's my gift?
My gift.
Where's my gift? Where's my gift?
Like a, oh yeah, I forgot. I wanted to get some cake. God damn it.
Cake?
Yeah.
Before that,
Cheesecake.
gentlemen,
Okay.
if I'm not wrong,
I'll talk to
the
you guys
War
later.
the
I'll be right
War of the
back.
Worlds game, I wanted to save this news because
Yes.
Gino's here now.
Yes.
But the War of the World. Oh no, Lucas left. No.
Oh,
That's
thank
so
goodness.
stupid.
Hello? Lucas?
Hello?
I
Hi.
spent an hour and a half preparing for it. I spent half an hour. Okay, it doesn't matter how long I spent, but I spent a long time on this, but it has nothing to do with the time. It has to do with what it is. And I remember the last stream you said something, and you said something in particular that made me question if you were right or wrong, and I didn't even question that after a while. I just did it. You said that majority of the Pacificus haven't done much, which is mostly true. Yes. So, in light of that,
Oh my god. What is this screenshot?
a call to arms. This is the last city stream just now. It is the most, like, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but basically it's Pacificus doing everything. Like, the mayor's gone down. Like, not physically, but his army is gone.
Oh my god.
Can you stream it, please?
Yo!
Or do it?
Yo, Evan's gotta know this!
Or do you want me
Yo!
to stream it? Do you want me to stream it, or do you want to stream it?
I'm watching it right now, bro.
Oh, you're watching it? Can you stream it, please? Remember that song Josh recommended at the table today?
Mm.
That's the song with the piano behind it. It's really...
Alright, here we go.
Thank you.
Can you see?
Yeah, I can see. And you guys, but everything's about feedback. You guys both said the FOV can change for... Oh, I can't hear it. You both said the FOV can change to get a more cinematic view, so I changed it. I don't know why, Lucas, but I can't hear the stream.
You can't hear the stream?
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't hear the stream regardless. You stream it then
Oh, okay.
if you want to hear the stream. Yeah, that's the only other option.
Well, you
was
don't
at,
have to. I
1
just thought...
minute.
Sorry?
I was at 1 minute and like 22 seconds. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, here we go.
All right.
You did say they don't do much, so they gotta do some...
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Also, Coronet, at different points, I thought was gonna die, but he just, like, powered through every pillager. And he was at the front of the line. He was at the front of the freaking line. Some of that pause was intentional, just to draw some more suspense to this fight.
Evan's gonna be so happy about this. I can feel it in my bones. He's gonna be so happy.
That's, by the way, that's the closest they ever got to winning. So don't worry, don't worry. Pacificus ain't losing anything.
Yes, sir.
And then Exo and Cornet were physically there.
Oh, yeah.
They found out that a ton of his troops are in Proxy City still. This is like a mix of War Thorwalds and the Apocalypse. That's how this battle went. This song is actually so good. Oh yeah, never mind, the FOV changes here. Like, Exo and Cornet, I thought they were gonna die so many times, but they just beat all of the pillagers. I remember there's a really cool part in this battle. Oh. Oh yeah, look, see, look at Cornet there. He's just tanking.
Evan, dude.
Also remember at the table when Josh said you should name something a call to arms or something. I think he said something like that. Little did Josh know, everything he said at the table tonight has boosted the Pacificus, a call to arms. This is literally such a huge advantage. Oh yeah, this is where stuff really starts going, because once they surround the place, everything starts spawning in. Like, all the mayor's troops and all the Pacificus come in. I think Cornet and Exo are high enough to authorize this attack. Yeah, I had to help out.
Exo, bro, he's getting beaten. He just tapped once. Look at this.
Okay, we should make it canon that those pillagers are just begging for their lives.
Just absolutely afraid.
The mayor's troops and the mayor went from impossible to defeat to losing. It's always a huge
So
hit,
cool.
and then counters.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, this is I think this is one of my favorite just little dialogues from my NPC. You said Exo doesn't do crap, so here's him doing crap.
It's over. Yes, sir. Yo.
That's a huge freaking wave. But surprisingly, it gets defeated easily.
Relatable, honestly. Yo, it's actually so cool.
So this is like the last stand for the mayor's troops. And they're wiped out.
EXO standing there in the bottom left, dude.
Cinematic. Zoom out. Yeah, he left the city to patrol the outside.
Yeah.
This is such a...
This is actually so epic.
Seems like all the savage humans got converted to to pillagers and chaos insurgency. And also pillager guards. Those are the pillager guards are the trained ones. See, this is where honestly I thought everything was gonna lose again. But no, apparently not. They're just sniping. Oh yeah, this part. I love this part. This is like that guy probably like committed suicide. Cornet comes over here. He comes over here and just mows down a guard. And then
He walks up to him.
this guard.
He's hiding.
Look what happens to this guard. Okay.
Oh no.
He gets bombed. He's down here. Oh, he actually
Oh, that's
kills
actually
one.
pretty cool.
And then the cornet walks away, okay? And then the guard, you get a little POV of the guard and his mission,
Trying to get the hell out.
and he's dead.
Rest in peace.
This is... I'm pretty sure it ends with cornet. Oh, there we go. There's major War of the Worlds vibes from this, but it's
Yeah, it's straight
different.
up like a. Yeah, done it, Soil Deers.
So-
it's like it's straight up like a. What's the word for it? I'm snapping. It's like
the
it's like a
dopamine rush.
callback. It's a callback. It's a callback to War for the Overworlds.
It's like one of those dopamine rushes of winning a battle.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not over yet. The song switches to it took me freaking forever to get this right, but this one took the longest. This battle was much harder to... It's not even a battle. So Waterloo and Hammer Down found...
Oh, I can't. This song. You want to rewind!
Evan!
You gotta see what's been happening,
The
bro.
Pacificus are now the #1 in city for anything right now.
Really?
And especially this conflict, because the mayor's gone. The vault.
The mayor's... Wait, what? What do you mean the mayor's gone?
No, like
The
everything
mayor's entire army got bahunka-dunkered by the Pacificus.
Oh, wow.
by
Yeah, they did,
Exo
like-
and Cornet and others. Are you on the
Yeah,
stream,
they went out.
Evan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was on stream.
All right.
Mhm.
This is what happened. This is okay. So taken from Lucas's feedback about the Pacificus not doing much, they had plans, but they never executed them, because most things in the city are normally cowards. But the Pacificus are not.
Oh, yeah, I watched this.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Entire thing.
I skipped a few parts, but like that, the parts that I skipped were mainly just Tyson trying to do something,
Yeah.
but like kind of messing it up. Like, I'm not sure what you were trying to do, but you kept spawning in Hammer and Waterloo, and they kept going in the plane, and then you kept like killing it.
Wait, don't spoil it for Lucas though yet. But yeah, that was so. I spent 20 minutes, and it was for nothing because it just wasn't working out. Yeah, that was crazy. Wait, so you know what happens here, right? So, Exo and Cornet beat everything of the mares here. Nothing lives. Nothing lives.
Did you have to like respawn them, or did they just like they actually did that?
They actually
Respawn
did.
them. Oh, Cornet and Exo?
Yeah.
Oh no, they that was all of them.
Oh,
This is my favorite
wow.
part. Have you seen this? This is one of my favorite parts. Because Exos doesn't only say like, I mean, you told me he's supposed to be a little, like, he acts a little more immature, but this is like sick.
I don't mind the Pacificus being at the top though, because we sort of need to have watch over everything if they want to peacekeep, right?
I think that's a great thing.
Yeah.
And then
No,
this
yeah,
is-
because like, how are you gonna have a secret service if like you aren't even in control of anything?
Yeah. This is a really cool part too. Cornet just goes over there and kills a trained soldier. And then right here you get a POV and a little thing about a day in the life of this guy, or
Oh, this FOV is really good. Oh, damn.
thanks. Well, yeah, you guys said it would make it more cinematic for the.
Yeah, no, it looks like every SCP guard has like impact in a way because like the camera's almost following them. They look individual. They don't look like just bunched up and like in a crowd.
Yeah. Makes them all seem important, which
Yeah.
they are. And Cornet ended it with a classic Warthrold style speech. It's not really a speech. It's like a little thing.
I say when I plan that when the apocalypse is over, we shift the Pacificus focus to Terran Dame Secret Service. So the Pacificus would be strictly Terran Dame Secret Service.
Terrandemian?
Oh,
Yeah,
to restart
Terrandemian Secret
Terrandame.
Service.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it would be the Terrandemian Secret Service, and would focus on the safety of Terrandame, as well as the safety of the allies of Terrandame.
That'd be like a safety of the world. There's like no conflict.
Yeah. The Pacificus will still follow their main directive, which is safety of the world, which is generally no conflict. This is the one time where it's slightly straight off path, though. With the
This?
mayor and everything, yeah.
Alright, here
But
we
then
go.
again, the mayor put himself to it.
Yeah, he wanted this. He wanted this
Yeah.
war. So this is the other half of the stream, which is Waterloo and Hammer Down bombing where the mayor gets his supplies and resources. Because you wonder how he got all his stuff, right? His troops, his armor, weaponry, food.
The thing is, though,
Water.
if he's stronger than me, if the mayor is stronger than me now, and he finds the main Pacificus base, he could just run in and destroy everything.
Is he gonna find the main Pacificus base? Question
No.
mark. Exactly.
Actually, no, he might not be able to get past Exo.
Also,
But then
they almost
again-
died here.
Then again, the mayor focuses mainly on sheer brute force, while I like strategize a little bit more. Like it doesn't seem like a lot, but I strategize on the spot when I fight.
That's actually like false on the mayor, and it's a common misconception. Now that I think about it, that the mayor relies on brute force. If you watch the stream and like how You know, like the stream, the airport battle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could tell that if the mayor brute forced that, he'd be dead.
Hmm.
But he
Uses
like
strategy.
he ran away. He ran away. So he has like a ton of strategy
Yeah.
as well.
It's just the problem with his health. Like that health is just ludicrous.
That's what you got if you're able to kill the Furgon. That Furgon's gonna be super OP.
Hmm.
They shouldn't even be able to be killed, but this guy can.
Yeah.
So
Imagine like imagine like Lucas tries to nuke him and he just tanks it.
on his
I
last
doubt it.
life. Oh wait, he is
Yeah.
on his last
But
life.
Ferris Rotnot wasn't able to tank it.
Really?
He, like,
Well, no, Ferris Rotnuts don't have a lot of health. They have less health than players. It's just they
oh,
have
yeah,
like.
I guess that's true.
It's just that their defense is like impenetrable, except for that one spot.
Mm.
And then at the very end, Alcalade, Praesol, and the Conscriptors. No, sorry, Salvatore Auxilium napalms. He napalms the base. The
Who's
bases.
Salvatore? Oh, wasn't he a
compound.
part of the conscriptors?
Yeah. He's the big guy.
Yeah.
This guy napalms it after they airstriked it, bombed it,
The music
plane
is
bombed
right
it.
on beat. What the hell?
Yeah. And it's supposed to be like this music is on purpose to be like this. It's supposed to be like super. It makes it seem like what the Pacificus are doing looks easy.
Hmm.
Absolutely
Yeah, but-
demolishing the mayor.
Now that the Pacificists are planned to become the Terrandymian Secret Service, I think we should like have a list of priorities, right? So like we can't focus on everyone at the same time, obviously. Like if we focus on the safety of everyone at the same time, like the Pacificists would just be dead.
Yeah.
Because someone's gonna take advantage of that, right?
Mm.
So I'd say the Terrandymian safety as first, then the allies, and then the world.
Mhm. Honestly, the point of the Pacificus is to just like no. Right? So like if something small is trying to start up, the Pacificus would already know.
Yeah, and that's why it being such a big power now is important. Because now we finally are able to do that. Since I wanted the Pacificus to be worldwide, right?
Mhm.
Like a global thing, so
It technically already is worldwide.
that's true. But like once the apocalypse ends, that's probably gonna be a problem. So I think the Pacificus needs to stay underground. Like
It is
actually be
underground.
actually be a secret service. Like we won't make the same mistakes where like suddenly the entire world knows about the Pacificus and the Byzantine arc. Like that was just horrible.
She was pretty strong though.
Yeah. How did Byzantine even find out?
No, you gotta understand, Byzantine had resources.
Hmm.
Crazy amounts of resources. When the apocalypse restarts, the only people that would have resources is Josh.
Yeah.
And
like,
therefore he'd be the only person that could have the ability to even know of the Pacificus existence. And he already knows that it exists. So in that regard, he's right.
what if he just tells the world? Like there's this thing called the Pacificists, and yeah.
No, I don't think nobody would believe him. Some people would believe him, but like they wouldn't be able to find any proof.
Yeah.
It
Okay. That's
also
true.
doesn't sound like a Josh play. He only uses the information for himself or for the thing he's ruling over. Isn't like
Well,
giving
the thing
enemies
is
an
that
upper
if he
hand.
leaks the Pacificist existence, that is an advantage to himself too, is it not?
I guess so, but he likes to kill things on his own terms and by himself. He doesn't like anybody
Okay.
else getting credit.
I see. You probably shouldn't tell me his tactics, but okay.
Oh crap!
Tyson, I mean Evan, you gotta understand
That's
you can't
Axis.
interrupt your enemy when he's making a mistake.
Well, I'm not making a mistake though because that's how that's Axis. Just think about what
I'm-
Zed did. That's an Axis too.
like to keep my honor, so I'm gonna stick with my morals.
Okay.
True separatism there.
Even like separatism. That's separatism.
In City,
Honestly,
yes.
didn't think about this, but Evan's actually like crazy separatist. Number
Really?
one must like no conflict allowed.
Hmm.
At least according to city ideologies.
City ideology.
That's what separatist means.
Well, Michael's also separatist, so I'm not really sure.
Well, Michael wants to destroy like
Michael's
number one.
revolutionary.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
Michael's revolution. I thought
revolutionary.
Michael's.
Yeah.
I thought Mike. You kept talking about Michael and how he's like separatist. Like that's such a separatist play or whatever.
He's both, but way more revolutionary because he doesn't like something hovering above him more.
What's revolutionary's ideology?
Something hovering above you and you don't like it.
It's not
So
like
it's not
really hovering.
because. So it's not because he's concerned about the safety for others, and that's why he doesn't want a higher power. It's just so then he can become the higher power himself.
He just wants to stop that higher power that's controlling, in his mind, controlling. I love the ideologies because it fits us so perfectly
Yeah, the
for some
ideologies
reason.
are really good. The ideologies are like a good way for like new city players to also like find out who are their friends and who their enemies are too.
Yeah. What was Frosty though? I think he was the only one we couldn't quite.
Frosty was like neutral, I think.
Or
No,
Axis.
Frosty might have been Axis. Yeah, because he kept
Frosty
raiding
was
places
Axis
for,
because
like,
he was attacking Anarchia. Yeah.
yeah, he just kept attacking things for no reason.
He
was
started a
attacking
war
Anarchia.
Yeah,
with Anarchia right
he
away.
started a war over nothing. Yeah.
Funny enough, that war, if that actually started a battle, if Dan was actually a proper war, I don't know, if he knew how to do things in city in terms of war instead of just letting the enemy attack him, like
Frosty's dead.
yeah, Anarchia had maybe I don't know
I'm pretty sure
5,000.
Anarchia had second territories to Stagen Union,
Mm-hmm.
and he had like third most economy and third largest army at the time.
This is such a delight to look at.
Honestly,
just-
throughout War for the Overworld 3, one of the biggest things that I really wanted was just an ally. Just a friend. I had
Oh,
like
no.
I had no friends in like War for the Overworld 3. I was soloing. Damn good solo, not gonna lie, but
Mhm.
it was still a solo. I didn't even need friends to like help me out. I just needed friends there.
I think that's what makes this a lot better than War for the Overworld, like the Apocalypse. Like the Apocalypse is what War for the Overworld could have been if done correctly.
Well,
It
Like
was
War
so
for the
good.
Overworld's lore was like incredible. And
It wasn't
so I'd say
suppo-
like
it's not
Sorry?
scripted though. It's not scripted. It's just how it was.
that's true. That's true.
This is probably the most scripted city's ever been.
Yeah.
If I
I
had
saw-
to be real with you.
Yeah.
Because there's like actually now that I think about it, it's like a lot of it's scripted because most of the information that we get is just like because most of the stuff's underground, right? So we can't figure it out on our own. Because during
Mhm.
War for the Overworld, we'd have the freedom of like, oh, all these cities exist. We know that they exist. Let's attack which ones and which ones should we attack. This one's like nobody knows anything. And like we're trying to figure out stuff. So most of the information that we get, we have to work off of that
That's
information.
true. Yeah.
So there's like less freedom in that regard.
hmm
But like that's not necessarily a bad thing if the lore is great, which it is.
Yeah, I'd say that there's like it's really hard to make good lore out of no script at all and just like winging it.
That's what made War for the Overworld so good, I think. The fact that it was that good without any script. Literally
Yeah.
probably one of the like not the best lore, but the best storyline for sure. I'd have to say. Like
Mhm.
it's like the difference between Elden Ring and God of War Ragnarok. And no, the difference between Elden Ring and Red Dead Redemption 2. Elden
Yeah.
Ring has the best lore because there's like a massive gigantic world with like things that exist and like things that do their own thing.
hmm
But like Red Dead Redemption 2 has the best story because like it's like like I mean, it's just a bunch of normal people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's still so incredibly emotionally compelling, and everything that happens in it is so incredibly good. You can have lore without a story, but
That's true, yeah.
and you can have a story without lore.
I think that's sort of what the pre-Secret Wars was. It's lore, but like we never lived through it. There's no story.
Yeah, it's just pure lore.
Yeah.
And this one is like mostly lore, and like a little bit story.
Mm-hmm.
And War for the Overworlds was like basically 100% story.
Yeah, but with like the introduction to NPCs and like now it's become a standard for City pretty much. I mean, the story kind of has to play out because you're not gonna like just you can't really make an NPC and not give it a story to it when you interact with it.
Yeah, they gotta be alive.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not gonna find an NPC who says nothing. Because NPCs who says nothing is probably Anarstegan, when we would find a sheep on the side of the Anarchian Railroad and just think nothing of it. But now that sheep could have been an expanded NPC with lore and its own language.
Yeah.
Its own cult.
But like I
Yeah.
feel like that's the big thing. Like the story of Anarstegan and War for the Overworlds is crazy good
Mm-hmm.
because of just how emotionally compelling everything is.
Yeah.
It's just like everything is like incredibly well crafted in the sense that like everything happened and in such a perfect way and with so much like poetry to everything. You know, and there's so much like artistic vision that you could find in things. And it's just like the characters, like they're not really characters even. It's just like the players themselves. We'll just call them characters because that's like basically what they were.
Yeah.
But like the characters, they were just so incredibly well acted out. Like everything flowed so naturally. While the Apocalypse arc has like crazy good amounts of lore. Like the lore is crazy. The Forgotten, the existence of the Forgotten, the whole thing of the Forgotten and the Shape and the Mayor and like all of the theorizing and all of like the detective work.
Optin
All
stuff,
of that-
Psychos.
Yeah, all of that is
Smiler.
lore. Yeah, all of that is lore. None of it is story. But like, it's like because like, it's stuff that like already exists, already happened. Like story, I feel like it's just like the present time. You know, like Elden Ring. There's a comment on Elden Ring. It's probably one of the best ways to describe Elden Ring. It goes as following. Elden Ring is like a game whose story has already happened, and you're just there to clean up the mess.
Yeah.
Because like, literally, you're not the main character. You're just there, right? The story's already happened. Lore is story that's already happened. That's what now, like these days, the War for the Overworlds was lore. Anarstegan was lore. But like back in when we experienced it, it was story. In that sense.
There's so much risk back then because one battle could decide your fate in City. But actually, that's for anything, to be honest, thinking about it now.
Yeah, that's true.
If Exo or Coronet died during this war or conflict, it would definitely change things.
Exo was willing to just put his life on the line so many times, and he could have died so many times too. He could have died at the start of the apocalypse.
The anvil stuff, remember that?
Oh my god,
That
yeah.
was the
I was like,
funniest
oh
part.
no way, you're actually gonna kill him off. And then I was like, okay, yeah, no, the Smiler's gonna kill off the mayor, and then yeah, that's just that. We have Dr. Clay. Yeah, we have Dr. Clay. There is no way that we could capture Exo in time at all. Like even if we made it to Exo's cage and managed to break the cage, there is no way that we could kill him and capture him in time. So he's just gone, and then he tanks it.
There's like 40 anvils.
Yeah.
How did he
Oh,
survive
man.
that?
That just went, that went too well, bro.
And then after
Oh my
that, he started
God.
fighting his army.
Yeah.
Smiler's army. As if nothing happened.
Exo's gonna be the big thing that's gonna be difficult for the mayor to kill.
Yeah.
Because he's hard for us to kill, and we have better armor than the mayor. Well, not anymore, but like we had better armor than the mayor.
Oh, the mayor has good armor now?
No, he has the same armor that we have. He has red steel.
Oh my god.
Which, mind
Oh
you,
my
by the way,
God.
is at least 30 times better than netherite.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
that's how I made red steel.
Really?
Why do
Yeah.
you think the red steel axe does like 15 attack damage?
And the red steel sword is 25.
I thought it did 30.
30. Oh, really? I
Yeah,
don't
it
know.
did 30 attack damage, and then with sharpness it did like 38.
Oh, wow. I purposely made like red steel sort of like better than netherite, but extremely hard to find. That's why like when you go mining, and that's why we didn't find a single red steel ore inside when we were like building the Perseverance base.
It
Hmm.
has an
Like-
ore? Wow.
Yeah, I made an ore for it.
Yeah,
Oh,
red
that's
steel
very
is like
cool.
crazy overpowered.
Mhm. And the entirety of the vault, all like the 3 vaults that was made prior to me making this, and all the Pacifica space, including the massive main
Speaking of which, we should
Pacifica
start building
space,
that at some
we
point.
haven't never found a single ore.
Hmm. That might be because it's already been generated though.
That's
Like if it
true.
moved like out to like 30,000, and maybe
Yeah, yeah, maybe.
you might be able to find more there. It's like how there's like no new caves and cliffs until way out there.
Mhm.
And those are probably areas that haven't been loaded in yet, chunks that haven't been loaded
Yeah.
like before. That's probably how Minecraft computes it.
Hmm.
Also, Lucas, I've come to realize that City Apocalypse is probably peak city because in
Agreed.
War Thorvalds, those victorious battles always have like some like there's not that many of them that are like super dopamine. I don't know what the word is, but like there's not a whole ton of them. I mean, a lot of them are very cool, but like there's only a couple that are like insane after winning. And you can't compete with that to, for example, Beneath the Mist. That whole stream was literally insane. The introduction of the Forgotten General, the axe, Dr. Clay's message about him being immune and his recording, saving him from Lear's bunker, which got invaded, the most impossible to invade place, and the zombies broke through. And it solidified the how powerful the infected are in F11. It solidified a ton of things. How Dr. Clay is the key to stopping the apocalypse, and he will not die until it's over. That solidified. I mean, he could. Depends on what you guys do, but I don't think he should. Other than that, it really just set the tone for City. It's a different kind of city. It's so different. It's just better than before. Like, the Mayor's Arc is really good, but it's been going on for quite a long time, like 1.5 months. And now it's ending. So like it's not like War of the Worlds where you actually want it to be over and it's not over for another like 3 months. This is different. Things end when they're supposed to end. The Smiler's arc was insane, but it only lasted like a month or 2, and then it just completely ended and he died. But like everything is just, it's so good within the time it has to be good. I think.
Yeah. Did they run off in like different directions? Because that should be standard Pacificus protocol. Like after the mission, did they all leave and go to different Pacificus bases?
Yeah.
They actually wanted to go to the main base.
Oh, okay. All right. That's gonna suck. It's gonna be bad
Well,
news. Terrible
I
news.
mean, okay. Yeah.
Oh
If
god.
nobody, why don't we get on? Why don't we get on?
Let's get on right now.
Yeah.
I sent a picture, not city, but a sus. This is the tip of the iceberg. The rest of the base is under the water.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I spent a long time
Did they
on
destroy
that.
it as well?
Oh no, because they said the players should do it. We might die. See, look, they're getting smart. They're quite smart now. They're quite smart.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
Evergreen,
They
not
are,
so much.
Like they're supposed to be like crazy smart. Maybe Evergreen is smart, like we said before.
We're not seeing it
I'm
yet.
still trying to like think of more theories on that. By the way.
Well, he looks dumb right now, but until everything's figured out, a lot of his decisions are gonna look quite logical.
You look dumb until Evan mentioned Kakyoin. And then I went like, hold up, you might be right. And then I started thinking like a crazy amount about it. And then you started like talking about all the other stuff about how him doing it has meaning. I'm like, what meaning could we possibly derive from this?
Yeah, most of city things are on purpose. If it's not on purpose, I will straight up and just say it. Most of the time, I just say it. Like, oh, that was non-canon, or oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. For example, Michael lighting the nuke.
Send me to the main base.
Okay.
Okay, none of them are here yet. Well, there's Coordinate and Exo, but they were here from the start. These
Yeah.
are not the actual Coordinate and Exo.
Oh, all right.
Coordinate and Exo left, remember?
Oh, they're back now,
Oh, I see.
technically, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
my god,
okay.
this is straight up gonna be the round table hold.
They're
Oh
here!
my god, no
They're
way.
here!
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is the round table hold.
Holy crap. Except just a grander table.
The grander table hold.
No, that's why I wanted like weapons and personal belongings in the center, because like it was like the round table hold, like all the weapons in the middle.
Oh yeah, no! Yo! We could have like a dispenser that dispenses invis pots, and just have like a hopper feeding into it, and it's just like a billion more invis pots.
I just
Just
realized how cool this is.
Yeah, but like the invis
Oh,
pots
imagine
aren't
someone
canon.
like infiltrating it, and then there's just like hundreds of things just sitting around a round table, and then like they all just go invisible. Imagine how scary that would be.
No, that's not what I mean. Like we'd get armor stands and have them like
Oh,
Pose.
oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, and
We
then we
got-
could get like the oversized weapons.
What was Red's
like, the ones
right?
that kinda
Yeah,
switch.
that's. Hold up, sorry. No, I just like thought about that. What about Red's right? That means
Oh,
Red's
yeah.
right wasn't there.
He's
What was he
having some
doing?
serious issues. Horrible issues.
Yeah, we
Oh.
probably need to get that checked.
Mental issues. He's,
I seriously don't.
I'd
I
expect
seriously don't
him.
wanna.
I'd expect him to be there, especially since it's the mayor. It's
everything
the-
has
it
a
was their-
purpose.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Well-
that's what I thought. Like it was immediately after you said like everything has a purpose, and then I thought, why wasn't Red's right there? I was like,
Yeah. We could just be overthinking it, and Red Res is like, okay, I'm tired. I'm not gonna go.
we're probably not.
Yeah.
This
imagine
is so
having
cool.
this roof, like just not fixing this roof. Like it'll add some like natural underground stuff to it.
This
That's
place
pretty
is
cool.
actually so
Which
cool.
roof? Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
This place, yeah. Yeah,
Well, I
and
like
then
the
like
whole
the
base.
layering of the entire base is fucking epic, bro.
This isn't even the entire base. There's gonna be each of these corridors are gonna lead to 4 more quadrants. They're not gonna be that big, as big as this one. They're only gonna be as big as like this second loop
Mhm.
plus this first loop. So it's only gonna be like half the size.
You want me to build this thing? I think you said I could do that.
Oh yeah. Can,
yeah,
can you
yeah.
fill in the table? Yeah.
Fill in the walls, like the
Yeah.
walls. Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah.
all like this
I'll
template.
make the ground. I'll make the ground.
All right.
This is this is
This is actually so fucking cool, bro. I
No,
am
like-
so excited to get this done. Holy crap.
everything. It's just everything's going well.
Once we finish the round table hold, we're gonna
That's what we're
host
gonna call
something.
it.
Yeah,
The round table hold. Hell yeah.
We're gonna host something, like actually.
Mm.
An actual like Pacificus just bonding moment.
No, the thing is we don't have enough of the Pacificus.
What do you mean?
Well, we have a ton of like regular guys, regular SCP guys, but like we have EXO, we have Cornet, we
Yeah.
we
Well,
have
no, those guys are all we
Deadness Evergreen.
Ah,
It's
No, let's just say the alive people.
because
We have
everyone's
EXO,
dead.
Cornet, we have Hammer Down, we have Wait, I already said Cornet. We have Hammer Down, we have Waterloo, we have all of 9 Squad, we have all of Hammer Squad, all of Waterloo Squad, and we also have
Silex.
Well, he's in
That's all.
therapy.
therapy.
Yeah. Wait, how is he, by the way? Like,
Red's right is also in
I
therapy.
do not have time. I do not have time to like check the condition of my people.
Good thing is Red's right squad is still okay, so we could replace him for now.
Brana.
Okay,
Replace.
Oh boy.
That's not a good
Yeah,
word
until
to throw
well,
around.
I mean, like, okay, maybe not replace. Well, it is replacing.
Some things can't be replaced.
Substituting.
I would
Red-
really hate it if Red's Red died, though. It's like-
Evan, so many things have died at this point.
Red's
It's-
right
Have you-
right now is like a liability at best. So
Wait,
like
have you seen the entire story of God of War Ragnarok?
no.
Oh,
You could say it though. I'm not playing the game.
like he's like Sindri.
Oh wait, nope, never mind. I've seen that part.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I told Lucas about how Sindri's like. You talked about how Sindri and Red's Right are similar, and how they got so destroyed by the another character's death that they literally became broken and brutal.
Mhm.
It's freaking awesome, like Sindri and like Red's right. The
Yeah.
parallel between that. It's wild.
It adds so much depth into their character too.
Mm.
Like it's broken and you genuinely feel like worried about them, but like it's realistic and you could like sympathize with it because it's exactly what you would do too if like everything
Oh,
was stripped away
gosh.
from you.
Wait, that was Ninetales. What does he know that Makashi, Evergreen, and a bunch of other SCP guards and Evergreen's men died to the mayor? After that?
Oh no!
It's gonna
No, he
hit him
does.
so hard.
No, he does. He does.
Oh no, that's still.
He knows
bad.
about Makashi. Yeah, he knows about Makashi. He's been to the funeral.
Oh right. Other than that, the reason why Ballastar isn't having much happening with him is because he's an end game player. He's not a pawn in the mayor's game. He's like a bishop or a knight.
Yeah, he's his own guy. Like that guy is an Axis bounty hunter, bro. That guy's dangerous.
Wouldn't he be the queen? No, never mind. The king would be the queen, and the queen would also be the king in this specific chess game.
I guess yeah, the Ballastar would be the queen because as horrible as the mayor is, his story is kind of sad. He's been doing everything alone because of circumstances.
Red's right is currently a liability. If we are not able to save him, then it's gonna sound bad.
Don't.
It's probably best that he dies.
No! Why?
That's planning for the worst, Tyson. Like if we absolutely can't save him, there is
Yeah.
a massive chance that we will be able to save him, but like that.
If it doesn't work,
0.1%
then
that it
there's
doesn't
no,
work.
there's no.
Like this is saying an absolute that there's like nothing we can do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Why would you kill a Pacificus? I thought Pacificus are like a
We're not gonna
family.
kill the Pacificus, we're just gonna kick him out. Actually, no, kicking him out is not a good idea either. That'd be even more of a liability. Mentally deranged person, knowing like a ton of information.
Well, I'm not sure if you know, but he was the only Pacificus who started an attack that wasn't even. It didn't even need an attack. A tribe member was rumored to have a tribe joining the mayor's side, and they didn't even join yet. And he attacked. He killed them all, or most of them.
Is that so?
It was
Yeah,
horrible.
I stopped it, but like he still followed protocol and requesting access. He followed protocol. It's just that
At least
like,
you follow protocol.
well, no, there was nothing suspicious of how he acted other than like just acting over emotion. That's the only thing I'd say was wrong. But he did follow protocol. I'd say that it's just like a false accusation, if anything.
I just thought of something in my head, like a real life Red's right, crying. That would be so sad in the rain while attacking the forest. Thinking about
Oh,
Ninetales,
like so broken.
like a
like
real
that,
life
yeah.
screenplay of Red's right with his armor, and he's wiping his tears, but he can't because his armor's on, so the tears are flowing, like completely blocking his view of the fight, and he knows
Oh,
it's
and he looks in
happening.
his mirror and he sees his armor on, and then he's like, "Yeah."
There's
like
like
something
blood
like
on
that.
it, and it says 4 Ninetales in his room. That's just one huge sign. It says, everything in City would be so. It just, when you think about it in a creative and imaginative way, it makes you open your eyes more and realize that in their positions, there is so much more than what it seems.
Exactly. Like I could probably sympathize. I probably sympathize the most with NPCs out of all the players in City.
Who had? I think the Smiler had like such a horrible story. He lived in. Yeah, it was the Smiler because there was one NPC I thought about. I was like, that's not real. That shouldn't be an NPC. That can. And then I realized, oh wait, an NPC could have that sad of a story. He lived in a city. The city was obliterated by the Second Union. He continued living in that city and trying to keep his community alive. That community got extinct by Josh, and he was the last one left of any of his family, friends, any of his
Isn't that the
community.
Smiler?
Yeah, this is the Smiler story.
Oh.
And then he grabs all his forces to get revenge on one of the people that took his life away from him. He had nothing left, nothing to lose, except himself and the people who want revenge with him, and his top generals who were there for him since the start of the apocalypse is hard enough. And he's got that story. And then in the apocalypse, he fights, loses his... This is from his position. He loses his men to the guy who took everything from him, and this other random guy, who apparently leads this thing that has been killing him and his stuff. Lemmy Jimmy. So then, after all that, he decides to just quit the revenge, even though he's been wanting it for, like, literally years. Like, 60 years he's been wanting this revenge, because he's had nothing left but this revenge to keep him alive. And then he teams up with the people who killed everything he had before. Okay, it's okay. He's got top generals. He's got his top generals. He's got his men. He's got his life. Nope. The mayor lavas his top generals in front of him, melts his top generals, tortures him. The enemies that he wanted revenge on, well, they kind of tricked him into getting himself into torture with the mayor who took what he had left. And then the mayor grabbed all of his men, a lot of his men, either killed them, enslaved them, or took them into and brainwashed them into his own army. And at the end of the day, the mayor kills him. That's the Smiler's freaking story.
That's why the Smiler is such a good character. I was devastated when that happened. I didn't even think it was like real when the Smiler died.
Lucy doesn't have to suffer anymore.
Like I thought you were just gonna like.
No, he
I thought-
is. He is.
Oh
I thought the mayor. Oh,
If that
right.
theory is right, if that theory is true,
Yeah, then the Smiler is like just suffering. I want to bring him back, and I
either
want
way
to like.
it's bad
just-
because
Yeah,
he's
I wanna
watching
bring
this
back-
war unfold, and he's seeing all the things that killed him becoming strong. It doesn't matter who wins this. He's watching the things that killed everything he had win something or lose something, and he's not even losing. He's gone for everything he ever had and everything he existed for. It's like that Steins Gate thing, Lucas. I think you said some anime character was living in constant torture nonstop for eternity, something like that.
Diablo.
Oh yeah, well
Pretty
try
cool.
this. Okay, you know what? That's pretty bad. But
Yeah,
the
Diablo
Smiler,
makes sense. Like, I don't think that anything suffers more than Diablo.
Yeah,
This-
nothing suffers more than Diablo. He's literally just dying an infinite number of times.
Forever and ever.
Yeah.
Whether or not the entirety of reality ends. It's literally outside of infinity. He's just suffering for like the rest of his life.
that's why it reminded me of the Smiler though, because the entire existence of the Smilers, like did that character ever have like an opportunity or chances for 60 years to get what he wanted, but he never even got a sliver of what he
He's-
wanted?
Definitely the most broken character. No, wait, no. He's definitely the most tragic character in City.
What's the difference between broken and tragic?
That's true. But like broken is like suffered so much, but like they lose their character. Tragic is probably just like generally speaking.
Hmm.
I'd say the most tragic is no. I was about to say Red's right, but there is people who are more tragic.
Yeah, Red's right. Just like he suffered from loss when the
Yeah.
Smiler suffered his whole entire. I bet that Diablo guy didn't have opportunities. It's worse when I think when you get opportunities and you absolutely just fail over
He's the
and
boss
over
of the
again.
largest crime organization in the world.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, yeah, that sucks.
Okay, is that what he wanted to do?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, the Smiler
He was
did it.
willing to kill his own daughter just to keep it going.
Oh my gosh, that's actually kind of evil. No wonder he got.
No,
See, he
he's a
got what he
terrible human
deserved.
being.
Yeah, he is a very terrible human
He
being.
got what he deserved, but at the end of the
for
day,
sure. I'm
this-
just
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
generally like a very non-debated thing.
the
Like,
Smiler never got what he deserved.
That's true. Yeah.
He was always tortured for trying to do the right thing. I mean, if you guys had Terrandame and Terrandame was obliterated by two huge things that you couldn't have any control of stopping, because I mean, how do you
mean-
beat the Stagan Union Peak and the True Gritch Peak? How do you beat that? That's like insane. And then you lose it all, and then you start a new thing, and then you lose it all again. Actually, the Smiler is similar to Michael, but the Smiler, the difference between the Michael and the Smiler is that Smiler never gave up to get what he wanted, and he still never got what he wanted.
Michael had false ambitions. It definitely seems like he was like taking what he knew and what he experienced, Michael, and like using it to fuel what he desired. But those were just false. Those just never happened.
Yeah.
The Smiler kept up hope, even when everything was lost. He kept that hope, and he wanted to like side with us. And I was genuinely gonna like let him, and I was gonna share all of our secrets too. Well, no, that's a lie. I was willing to become like really good friends with him, and then the mayor just kills him. The 5 times I killed the mayor was in the Smiler's name.
I was gonna shank the
Ah.
Smiler.
You know what would be so satisfying? Watching the mayor die. Finally. His last
Yeah.
life. Gone. Here, wait.
For
That's
Smiler,
Something that I'd be thinking
Nine
about when the
Hills.
mayor dies is whatever the hell is coming next.
Oh, that's true.
that's true. Like,
That's
it
the
never
only
ended.
thing I'd be thinking about.
Yeah, that's
I
why
wouldn't
we
be
have
thinking,
no
like-
time.
I wouldn't be celebrating or anything. I'd just be like, yeah, what now? Just be planning for the next thing.
That's a huge question
it
mark
is.
because there's such little revealed about what will happen after the mayor
I
dies.
really want
Well, we
there
do
to
know
be-
we do know something's gonna happen.
Yeah, opt-in.
If
Imagine.
opt-in happens, that's gonna be like a major L.
Maybe
well, we
that's
do
why.
know
Yeah.
we do know like something groundbreaking because Tyson, like I know Tyson puts a lot of like meaning into his words. Tyson vaguely hints this, but he says opt-in will return, so it's not an event. It's probably an army or something.
I say @/.
Yeah, probably
Something to do with the @ at the very least.
something to
regardless.
do with the yeah, definitely.
That's an
It's
old
probably
thing.
opt-in. Yeah, opt-in might be the force that stood against the @/.
That's very interesting.
Because opt-in will return. It's not an event if it's returning, is it? Unless like it's a
It
seasonal
could,
thing.
like, unless it's like a seasonal. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
seasonal.
yeah. Well, like
Seasonal.
opt-in is just a tradition, where it's just a bloodbath, where like everyone was just brainwashed into killing each other, like the purge or something.
Oh, that's horrific. No, that's probably scarier than like whatever like opt-in could be. That's horrifying.
Opt-in, I think I said this once. Because, Lucas, I think you were debating with Josh and Dan what it would be. And I said, whatever it is, it's going to be much, much bigger scale and much bigger. I don't know. We'll see. But I think it's going to be the biggest thing in City. And, oh, you know what? No. Maybe not the biggest thing, but one of the biggest things. It's going to be way bigger than the Apocalypse.
Yeah, definitely.
And F11. Well, not the whole arc, but probably
Yeah,
like
and everyone.
bigger than the Blackademic thing.
Yeah, definitely. The Blockademic isn't even that large scale compared to the other things.
Well,
No,
it
but-
is the biggest that we've seen so far.
That's true. That's true.
Everything died. Warfields only affected the cities involved.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Oh yeah, the apocalypse effect. How is there going to be something bigger than the apocalypse? Everything dies. How? Where does that extend to? The cosmos of City?
Well, not really everything, because I guess it's a cool thing to say, but F11 didn't really kill everything. It just killed most things.
That's true. Like we've met so many survivors. Like The Walking Dead just has so many people that's still alive. It's like you wonder why the apocalypse like is even a threat at all.
There's 1 million people apparently in total.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not that big of a scale. And then in City, I think in total you guys have met
the
like
entirety of the world.
I mean, 1 billion in the entirety compared to the entirety of the world. 1 million is like minuscule.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Basically nothing.
But
Yeah.
in City, you guys have seen like maybe what 1,500, 2,000 total alive things, maybe
And
more.
How many
3,000.
things do we see in War for the Overworld? Millions. Every single force, every single city had millions of troops.
If each realm has 1 million organic beings, or okay, if each realm theoretically has that, but the Nether has minimum 2.5, it's 4.5 million. If you average that for the end and the overworld, 4.5 million, and you guys have met like 2 to 4K thousand alive beings. So that's even smaller than The Walking Dead.
Yeah, that is smaller than The Walking Dead. And also considering that we've seen way more than 1 million in the overworld before.
Well, I mean, like technically, it actually like it's around the same thing if you adjust for the amount of things that exist. Like there's 8.8 billion people.
No. Back then there was 6.
6 billion.
Yeah.
1 million. So that's like what? Like 1 divided by 6%.
It was 6 billion back then. It's 8 billion now.
Mhm.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's how the world's changed
Yeah.
since 2010.
Damn, what the hell? Okay.
Let me just pull out the calculator here. 6 million.
We're gonna hit like 10 million in the next 10 years. 10 billion, 10 billion, not million.
Okay, so it's, oh my gosh, that's quite low. 0.00017%. 0.00017% basically. And then for city it is, so there was 3 zeros before the 17. And then like 17. And then for city it's 2 to 4,000, so 3,000 divided by 4.5 million. I still think this ratio is stronger though in terms of a smaller size. Oh wait, no, The Walking Dead has more. Sorry, what is that? I think City actually has more people that are alive. It has 0.000 67%.
Yeah, 1 million to 6 billion is a lot larger scale than 2K to 4 million. Approximate 4 million. Actually, there might be 8 million, but whatever.
Yeah, who knows about City though? These are guesses.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the NPC, the soldiers were just crazy. And those weren't even all of the troops. Those even weren't all of the biological organisms, too. They're like... The military probably made up, like, what? 80 at most % of a city, average. Like, regular civilians still lived there.
Mm-hmm. We also have to count the animals, because animals are people in City. And any other creature. Any other creature. So there's a huge grand scale. Anything, also any lore and stuff. Like the Forgotten might just be one thing that was just learnt about. Maybe in the future, there'll be more uncovered.
Yeah. Okay.
Different
right.
dimensions, like that moon and the flaw.
Yeah.
That's just the start,
flaw.
maybe,
Yeah.
of the future.
I'm surprised the flaw hasn't like had any like influence
Anything?
at all.
Yeah.
There hasn't really been.
It might
time
show up
for it.
later, but like the whole idea of the flaw is like zombies, but like stronger.
What if
There's just, like,
Optin is... Never mind.
Concentrated evil.
Yeah,
Just pure concentrated evil. Literally
Animals.
nothing else.
they're animals.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
literally just creatures. They're not people.
Killing machines.
Yeah. They're just mindless beings who follow a hive queen.
Hmm.
Wait, no, doesn't the queen have sentience?
Yes. But she doesn't
No,
really...
the
They don't
queen-
really follow
the queen-
her that much.
Wait, is she the queen of the flaw?
No, actually.
Of the wardens, not the flaw.
She's queen of the wardens, like the underworld.
Oh, no. She's the queen of a civilization of
Oh.
variants that became sentient, but she has no control of anything that isn't. So technically, maybe that's why wardens fight each other, because some are sentient, some are not.
Wait, wardens are hostile towards each other?
Yep.
I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah, players. Sorry.
It'd be nice to recruit a warden.
Darken Tower.
Oh, so is there like a league of sentient wardens who waged war on the mindless ones or something?
Who knows? That lore will have to be uncovered one day.
Yeah. Alright.
The players' stories aren't that bad when you look at the NPC's stories. Except Michael's story. It's kind of sad in the way that he hasn't really won anything.
Yeah, but he hasn't really tried to win anything either.
I guess Anderstegen and the Wharf Civil too.
Anarstagen,
But he
I'm not
gave
even
up
sure
for
what even
that.
happened there. Like, I'm pretty sure Anarchia won, but then we just raided the vault and then won ourselves. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that was so strange. You're supposed to go to prison or something because you were killed, and then Lucas was supposed to break you out, but then it was just
It
invading
just
the
never
vault,
happened. Yeah.
and it was such a confusing. And they weren't like Josh, Stan, and Michael were not ready for what was to come, because after the Battle of Ostangen, it was like that treaty moment where you feel like your guard's completely down and everything's done. And
Mhm.
so yeah, it's just arrogance. And then it wasn't a proper war because they didn't think that it was a proper war. They didn't think it was a threat after the Battle of Ostangen, especially.
I see.
They didn't even know what was happening. It was a week. That war lasted 1 week. That's funny.
29.
We find out it's uneven.
That would suck. That would be terrible. That would be
That'd
one of
be
the worst
horrible.
experiences in the world.
Yeah.
The entire thing. And even not. It's not. I've literally done math. I've double checked. We good. We good, bro.
Evan, did you think you would be at where you are now from when you like just when you started bounty hunting, or before that even?
I probably wouldn't expect it. No.
You were executing a client's order to capture President Cal, and now
Yeah.
you started an agency that is meant to defeat the greatest threats, and so far it's done pretty well to fight off someone who had the peak overworld net worth in the last, like, I don't know, a century. It's done pretty well against that. It did pretty well after it died, and fighting an invincible man who has an army, pretty much invincible, and fighting that client again. Well, not really again, but fighting that client who is so powerful that he asks you to do something. And now,
Wait, who?
Josh.
Fighting the client. Okay, yeah.
So it's just it's so cool. It's so cool. I think the Pacificus is great.
We have to try harder for our victories because, like, the Pacificus are, like, tiny. But it is damn, like, good. Like, our tactics, our army is, like, small. If we had a head-on, like, fight with something, we'd lose.
Mm.
Yeah,
Alright.
but we managed to pull through, and that's a sign, I'd say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's not all. There's a lot of help, a lot of contribution from Lucas and other things, other NPCs.
Yeah, obviously.
It
There's
was
a
a
lot
team
of,
effort.
Hmm.
Yeah, a lot of effort required for everything in this scenario. It's not like we won just by like it happening.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
It's been too long.
Huh?
Just back.
What?
No, sorry, it's like a yes. I'm getting such a massive nostalgia boost right now. Minus 200M, minus 175p. That's minus 200 mayor. Minus 175p. We lost 175 guys basically.
Oh.
Oh wait.
Oh.
That math doesn't make sense. You guys don't have 175 Pacificus.
No, we have 200.
Well, had. Remember what happened? All those
Oh,
the Senate
right,
battle and
yeah.
the execution site and.
Ah, shoot.
Other
Did we
battles.
lose all of the SCP guards?
This is gonna be so. Wait, let me change the math because. Okay.
This is painful to build.
The mayor lost 180, but that's like not that bad for him. Cause like what, he has like 3 billion more.
Actually, most of his troops were over there.
Oh,
That's why they
wait,
hit
his
it.
army. What?
That's why they hit it so fast. They didn't even ask you guys. They just hit it because they knew that was going to be a gold mine if they won. And guess what? They won.
Honestly, yeah. We should put more trust in them. Maybe the reason why like they were so useless before is because like we just didn't put any trust in them surviving.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're NPCs. If their forces get infiltrated, then like they're gonna face it head on and just die.
Yeah, right.
But they didn't. They were there. They were at the front of it. The troops
Yeah.
were behind them during that whole battle. The
And
majority
yeah,
of it.
they fought with them too, which is like the coolest thing ever.
Mm-hmm. It's like Captain Price.
Yeah.
Okay, so unfortunately, due to this math, the Pacific. Wait, it still doesn't make sense. Unfortunately, because I don't even think the Pacificus. If the mayor has killed a total of like 75, no, sorry, it was 65. 65 Pacificus, 65 minus 200, and if it's minus 150, that math does not make sense. That means you guys had an extra 15 people that were not ever recorded, and I highly doubt that. So, what are we gonna do now? Either some of
Let's just put all of the damage that they took into Exo and just make them tank it again.
I don't know. That would be changing the lore though. So
That would
That's
also
true,
kill.
yeah.
That would also kill Exo.
yeah,
Oh, probably right.
the force
yeah,
of 15 Pacificus dying. I'm not sure how you would calculate the force,
Wait,
but the
only 15 per. Okay, the 15 Pacificus dying, like that would he would probably tank that. But like for the rest of them, yeah, no, he'd probably die. If
Yeah.
if you include like the rest of the Pacificus
so
that
I
died in that.
how are we gonna do this? Because okay,
Want me
okay,
to fill this in, Lucas?
okay, I'll scale
Sorry,
it
what?
down.
Do you want me to fill this in?
If you wanna, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
You could also count.
alright.
I think maybe some things are gonna have to die, like Red Squadron and maybe Nines, or we can just scale down the math. But unfortunately, if we do scale down the math, the mayor won't lose as much. So it's either. I mean, what do you guys think?
I think I'm fine with scaling it down.
Nope,
No?
nope. You gotta understand, the mayor's troops are crazy powerful. If like a
Don't
lot of his,
take
if the
it
vast
out
majority
of
of his
Red
troops,
Squadron. He's gonna be even more
not
deranged
Oh
than
my
he is now.
gosh.
we'll take down somebody else's.
Yeah, let's take out Waterloos.
What about
Waterloo?
Nines?
No, honestly, if Waterloo's Squadron died, we don't like nothing would matter. Waterloo's just that skilled. He doesn't
How
even need a
many?
squad.
How many in his squadron?
I think 3.
Okay, so we've still got 12 more to go.
12
And Hammer
more.
was there too. Hammer was there too.
Okay, what's his squadron?
His squadron had like 20,
What?
I think. I don't
Please
know.
don't.
Like how many?
How-
Because I'm pretty sure like Ninetales had like 15 or something.
Okay, well that's a perfect number. You could just kill off his. Oh no, Ninetales wouldn't be very. Oh no, everything he
Ninetales
had.
were- Yeah.
No, don't worry. We could leave out a couple.
Why don't you just take out like 5 from each of those 3?
Also, do you know what this means? Evan.
Hmm?
You do know what this means, right?
What?
Yeah, the Pacificus, their army is dead.
The Pacificus army is dead. Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
rest in peace.
But the mayor's army takes a brutal hit. That's the problem with that battle.
No, that's not worth it. Entire Pacificus army dead. mayor takes brutal hit. Let's think about that real quick.
Well, then we'll have to take this professionally. We'll have to infiltrate it.
Okay,
We'll
let
have
me
to
rewatch
infiltrate
the
it
stream.
properly.
If the entirety of that, yeah, like that seems like a Pacificus win at first. You know, destroying all
Yeah.
the mayor's guys. But that doesn't really count as a win if we only hit the mayor and he killed us.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true because there's a lot of contribution from the army.
Hmm.
Yeah, what? Wait. It's not over yet. There's tribes and stuff. Wait, it's definitely not over yet. The conscriptors. You got the tribes that were willing
We should just have
to
the
fight with.
conscriptors conscript.
You got the conscriptors. You got the tribe that Evan saved from getting killed by Reds, right?
Okay, get rid of the get the tribe. Get the tribe. How many
So-
do they have?
That's so funny. A tribes now fighting as the main army of the Pacificus. I'm gonna guess. Well, I think they had like 50, and Red's Right killed like 30. No, 20, 25.
Thanks,
so now
Reds,
they
right?
now. No.
He already killed some before I even got there.
No, there's minus 30, and then there's okay. So there's 20. 20 left. The Pacificus
20
army
left.
is 20 tribe members, but they can be
That's
trained.
fine.
They can be trained and become stronger than just villager guards. They could become like the knight ones or like the ones with the crosses on their shields and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's what we do best.
They're much
That's an
stronger.
L. That's an L. Like Dennis Evergreen
Wait.
was that, and he died.
Yeah.
Like his NPC. That was his NPC.
He had an army of his own for the Pacificus.
Exactly, and he still died.
The mayor's just the mayor soloed that. There was no army versus army in that.
Okay, but that was just the mayor. Like the mayor's like 1,000 times stronger.
That's true.
Like his entire army combined.
Okay. Well, the good thing about the Pacificus is, I think the Pacificus is about assets, and there's still a ton of them.
Couple assets.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Like so, you have the entirety of heavy weapons.
conscriptors,
Well, now
You
we're
have the
gonna have to treat
conscriptors.
this
Okay, you have
as-
the entirety of heavy weapons. You have the conscriptors. You
the
have
tribe.
Peter Silex. You have 2 people from the tribe.
20.
people from the tribe.
Yeah.
Yay! What to do? Minus 12. And then you
No,
have
there's 20.
no, they all died.
There,
Oh, wait,
there
never
was
mind, they weren't
50.
there.
There was 50, but 30 got killed by Red's Rights slaughter.
Okay,
Man,
so like
yeah.
basically. All right, so.
Oh, Andy, what's his name? That survivor guy, Andy
Okay.
Bravius.
Yep. Andy Bravios.
Who else? Is that all?
That's all. Not including
guys-
Coronado and Nexo. Yeah, that's all.
Wait, there's got to be more.
Vault had a tracker guy. I bet he has more than us. Yeah, the Vault had more guys than we did. We should start getting more people.
Okay. Well, at least the Waterloo and Hammerdown thing didn't have any downfalls. They completely destroyed that compound's well, how they get their resources and stuff. But there's still an underground part. They're trapped in there now because they need that above ground part.
Okay.
So it's not rendered useless. The whole place is rendered useless. That's where the mayor got all his majority of his resources and supplies.
Okay, we'll just take that over. And get more resources that way. But anyway, this is like a bigger hit to the Pacificus than a win.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let me just rewatch the stream because I think I did the math wrong. Either way, there's gonna be a hit.
Hit for both. Bigger hit for us. Because the mayor, he's already physically strong.
Honestly, either way, those guards were gonna die I think the guards are mainly for like battles against other things without the mayor being involved. They would just get slaughtered by the mayor. Okay, out of the whole battle, I'd say between 70 and 170 died. So what's in the middle of that?
Do you spawn in more than there were?
You probably did.
Okay, 120. That's good. That's better. It's looking better for the Pacificus. That's better. So the best estimate possible, because I used 2 estimates to gauge this one, is 120 died. That's still a big hit, but it's okay. It's much better than before. So now that means that 65 were killed by the mayor, and other than that, they never died to anything else. The vault never did anything. So that's a grand total of 185 Pacificus SCP guards.
So you still have 15 SCP guards. No more. We're not sending any more out.
Plus
Yeah.
20 tribes, plus the conscriptors, plus
How many does the conscriptors have?
Soulsborne. Well, they got an army of drones. Remember that?
How many drones?
Probably, if you count every single conscriptor, you probably got like 40 to 90 conscriptors.
Oh boy. Okay. That's
So-
not very good.
Let's say 70 conscriptors.
Yeah, no, the conscriptors were designed to be a support team where we can never use them as
No, don't
regular
worry. We
enemy
don't need like a. That's not the army anyway. Isn't the point of the Pacificus?
That's true, yeah. It's the
It was only good specifically for the mayor.
Mhm.
So now that the mayor stuff is gone, then like technically we don't have much use for them anymore. Anyways,
Mhm. They
but
were
that's
never
basically
used.
all attack force dead and gone.
Yeah.
So that's big Sag.
No, you don't have to use the task forces anymore. Yeah, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Because now there's enough Pacificus when you do the math prop. I did the math wrong. The estimates wrong. The estimates were wrong. So all the task forces that we were gonna, that you guys were gonna kill off don't need to be killed off anymore.
Okay.
I think it's a huge win. So the mayor lost where he gets his resources. So no more resources. This is what you guys lost this. Way less of an army. And, well,
You
a
lost
lot
this potential to make more.
gone. But the mayor
That's the
lost
biggest thing.
his resource and supplies area. He lost triple the troops.
Evan, can you help me out with like copying this design from over there to over here?
Sure.
He lost his main base. This isn't even close. Lucas, I think you're just exaggerating. Look at this. Main base, gone.
That was
Lost
his
triple
main
the
base?
troops, gone. Resource and supplies area,
Wait, that was
gone.
his main base?
That was his main base. That's why he sent all his troops there.
Oh.
Everything.
That's
gone,
pretty good.
Gone.
Yeah, that's
gone,
pretty
gone.
good. Yeah,
It's all gone. Mayor also has 1 life left. And you guys can keep respawning. This is not even close. That was like one of the biggest wins. It was more of a sacrifice to get the upper hand. You have to throw away a bunch of cards to literally burn your opponent's cards so they only have a couple left to play. You still got a whole back hand. Well, you have a box of cards that you can still play because Pacificus is just assets. The mayor is freaking alone. He's alone, and he's alone. That's it.
Okay, that's good.
That's pretty good, yeah.
That's why the vaults, I
The-
think, worthy
The
of
entire
opponent
point why
right now.
we used the army was for the mayor anyways.
Yeah, that's the point of the army for the mayor. Now not most of them can just stay in like main base because most of them are high enough rank for main base anyway.
Yeah.
That was a huge hit. Huge
We
hit.
should scatter them around.
You know, honestly, that's the main thing that I was upset about all of them dying because I was planning on having like all of them circled around here.
Oh gosh. Well, there's still 15, and
There's
there's
still 15. Yeah, that's
the
enough
task
chairs
forces.
for all of them.
We have no. The tribes don't count. They're not allowed in here.
15, just regular 15. Like,
And the task
or-
forces were the guys.
Yeah.
So you got
Yeah.
like the task forces from
The task
regarding,
forces didn't take hits at all. It's just the main infantry units.
I just wanted like all of them to be circling around here. That's why I built it this big, at least.
It wasn't ideal to lose the troops, but it was ideal to sacrifice them in order to obliterate the mayor.
That's true. Yeah.
They weren't
No, I
even
was just, like,
sacrificed.
upset because I thought it wasn't a good deal. It wasn't like a good
Oh, it's the
trade-off.
best deal.
It's like
And-
I thought it was like sacrificing your queen for a pawn.
And now you get plus the Pacificus
Hey, wait, hold on.
doing stuff.
Yeah, something is up.
There.
It's good. All right, now we just gotta
Uh,
recreate that design of this.
Wait, hold
there.
on.
It wasn't
What
even
is
close. Like,
Why
you
is
know,
this like thing here?
Which thing?
Huh? Look, like this entire square thing is like pushed up.
what?
Oh, never mind. That's with all of them. Wait, what?
Yeah,
It's
all of
only
them.
with-
All
Wait,
of them
no,
have to
all
be
of them
like
are
that.
pushed up except for this one.
Which one?
This one looks symmetrical, while the other ones are kind of like pushed up. Wait, hold
Oh
on.
no, that's just the circle shape.
Wait, no. And then there's this one. Where
Yeah,
this one
no,
has, like-
that's just the circle shape.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Shape of the circle's weird.
I think
Alright.
the equivalent would be you guys get your resources and supplies from like Exocorn and Morlet. So okay, Exocorn
Actually, we get our
dead,
resources and supplies from. Yeah.
and then
exactly.
your main base gone, obliterated.
Mm.
Hmm.
All your troops gone.
Honestly, if this place got invaded, that's like upsetting. But we're not leaving this because what the hell? This
The
thing
mayor-
is massive and beautiful.
Yeah.
How would you get invaded anyway? It's so hard to find.
It's incredibly difficult to find. Plus, there's gonna be no way to trace back here because literally, the way they get out is via Ender Pearl Stasis Chamber, and the way they get in is via Ender Pearl Stasis Chamber. So there's
Wait, then how
literally
do
no
Exo
way.
and them get in?
They went through
Ender
the
Pearl Stasis
original.
Chamber.
What?
Oh wait, no, they would have had to leave the
You need,
regular
to,
way.
you need to be a player.
Yeah, they would have regular left.
So
No, let's just.
Oh,
like,
no.
There's the maze out there. There's the maze out there.
There's the maze out there, yeah.
That's the physical way you get in.
That's
but,
the
like,
physical way you get in, and the non-physical way, like for all the players, is literal teleportation.
mhm.
it's still trackable though.
That's
it's not.
true.
You would
We
need
literally just get
an
beamed.
engineer.
We literally just get beamed in and out.
Well, you could
It's
put a
basically like
a
it's
tracker on
basically the No, it's like
Put a tracker on someone. That's true. But like, we probably need to get a spoofer soon.
yeah. No, we'd have a spoofer.
That's why Clay was so useful. He could have made something like that. An
That's
off the grid thing.
No, they're gonna get the conscriptors to do that for us.
Oh,
All
they
of them
need to
have,
find
like,
the
a-
engineer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they need to find the engineer first.
We just
That's
need to
why I'm
find the
having-
engineer, and then once we find the engineer, then that's mission accomplished. Because think about all of this stuff here. These are the things that we need. Okay. Jamming device. New device. Satellite. Electron EMP. Spoofer. Tracker. Signal basically something that picks up signals. Guard doors. Basically, like, the plan is to increase security to like literally infinitilion %. So if let's say somebody finds us, then we literally just, like, let's say we get out, and then we're close to dying, we literally get beamed instantly back, and then like the spoofer destroys any possible trackers in the area.
Mhm.
Where's the
All
hole?
Sorry, what?
Where's the hole?
Oh, yeah,
I
we
thought
should
there's
take
a
them.
hole here. Yeah.
We should probably
some
get
of
like access to the other levels. Is it gonna be in the middle of the table?
Hmm?
Is the how are we gonna access the other
Oh, a
levels?
staircase, maybe.
Yeah, probably a staircase.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be sick. Yeah.
A spiral staircase.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that'd
spiral
be sick,
staircase
that'd be
going all the
sick.
way around.
In the middle of the table, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the only way we could play it. We could play.
You'd also have to destroy some of this glowstone around it. If you're doing stairs. Unless it was a ladder at the end here. And that ladder would stop you from falling. So you'd have to destroy some of this glowstone. 1 or 2 blocks.
I'd say make a staircase to the second layer, and then to the third layer, we could like make elevators on the 4 sides.
Oh yeah, with like the pillars, right?
Yeah, yeah.
On cannon. Where's Coronet? I need a telekill there.
Well, dang. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try.
It's basically the way us players get in and out of the Pacifica space is as following. It's like imagine chasing somebody in tag and suddenly they disappear from existence.
Mm-hmm.
And like now imagine like having a person, you're tracking their radio signal, like their life signal and all of that stuff. And like their heartbeat and all of that stuff. And then you're also playing tag with them and you send them into a certain area. And then suddenly they disappear off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
It's straight up like the airplane disappearances. Literally just like non-existent. Literally like from existing to not existing. In literally less than a blink of an eye.
Are they Exo and Cornet gonna have, and Waterloo and Hammerdown gonna have special
Yeah,
seats?
Yeah, of course. They're gonna have special seats.
Yeah, they will. Of course they will. What the hell?
What about the others?
No.
Everyone.
They'll just
All
have
the others?
stairs.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
The whole point of the Pacificus anyway, at the bottom line, is to like no, it's not to fight. It's just, we're the first to know and the first to see. And if it comes down to it, we'll be the first to do.
Oh yeah, are you guys... It seems like, with all this mayor stuff going on, ever since that day when I almost leaked the coordinates, I just partially leaked it almost, because they were close, but it seems like you guys haven't been interested in the vault lately.
Josh is gone.
He's
No
gone?
point of that. I'm waiting until he joins back. Once he joins back, then I have a certain idea that I'm gonna place into effect, and it's a good idea.
Alright, I'll trust you on that one then.
I'm warning you guys, though. I would warn them. There's ongoing stuff when Josh is not online. When Josh is online, he's managing what he has made, but when he's offline,
I mean like he's gone. He's
gone.
not there anymore. You know the coordinates that you told him? That you told us? He's not there.
Oh, he moved the vault?
Do you think he wouldn't?
I can't say anything.
Okay, if you think that he wouldn't move the vault after that, then I'd question your people skills. If you're not able to tell that Josh wouldn't move. If he didn't, then that might just be like that's
That's spooky shit.
reverse psychology.
I did tell Josh though about that. So
Yeah.
Where did you go?
it's
He's either
definitely
planning on
possible.
moving. He's either planning on moving or he's already moved.
Joe.
If not, then it's best to check.
For near a week.
The mayor's arc, everything he's ever had, it's ending. It's so sad. Why is everything so sad in City?
I literally do not give a crap about the mayor's arc ending. The mayor's arc ending. Oh yay!
Yeah. Couldn't bear.
Could not care less. I'm just like, yay! It's ending. Took it long enough.
Wherever he went.
But along with it, he's ending.
Inside.
Good.
I don't think there's any turning back from this.
Concrete filler.
Yeah. The only bad thing about the mayor ending is what comes after.
Cotton-eyed killer.
Could be anything.
Could
Good
be
or
anything.
bad.
Probably bad. What? Oh no! If the soul theory is correct, then it could be
Aired a long
the,
time
the
ago.
Ferris rod. Not. No, never mind. I'm just not gonna think about this. We're just gonna continue building the Pacifica space.
We're on the run
That
from
theory is a very
cotton-eyed
far stretch.
Joe.
Very far stretch.
Because
but
you know
I
he's
think-
been illusioning.
Yeah, stretch is stretching.
You can rest till the day that you die.
Damn it, though. If Michael actually played, there would be so much potential.
If you hadn't
It wouldn't even be so much
been
potential. Just
for
objectively be so much better.
Been better a long time ago.
The
Where'd
mayor's
you come
arc wouldn't
from?
have to be
Where'd
like
you
this.
go?
It would be better.
Who you on the run from? Cotton-eyed Joe.
He was looting a woodland mansion while the mayor was trying to talk to him.
It's understandable if it was efficient.
Yeah, he just doesn't put enough respect into his NPCs.
You don't team with. This is why it's going to be a problem with him, because we've seen this from time to time again. Dan not being a worthy enough ally of Orlaz got his city invaded. Even though Orlaz lost, he got his city freaking invaded. Imagine what the mayor would do to Michael if he doesn't help him.
What is there for him to invade? What does Michael have?
There's nothing not lost completely for everyone.
I don't know, man. I don't know what Michael has in city.
Well, he
He's done
kind of
nothing.
did
He could
build.
fill in the hole.
Oh yeah, there's also Anarchia stuff. Maybe the mayor goes and tries to kill him. He had the Ice Temple and Ice Merlin before. There's a lot of old stuff that he had that was killed that could be killed even harder.
Wait, Michael had
Yeah,
ice
no, but
cream?
like, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
if he killed it. He just doesn't care about him.
Like but Michael told me.
Pinch, Castle Blue. Castle Blue is the only thing.
Michael
I
told
think.
me Castle Blue is what I care about in City. That's the only thing I care about anymore.
Oh, and then we nuked it.
Change the colors. That's even worse. Because it's changing what it represents. It's changing to represent Terrandame, Castle Yellow, and then purple, Castle Stagan Union. After the purple one, he was done.
Oh, so he actually tolerated the yellow one.
No,
No.
he started a war because of it.
Oh,
Exactly. That's how War for the Overworld 2 started.
Josh wanted the
What do you
war, and
think?
Michael executed it.
Michael didn't even execute it. He just made it happen.
Yeah.
And then told Josh to deal with it.
oh my
Oh.
god, what the hell?
And Josh lost.
Yeah.
Because
I had a
Sparta
good
chased
attempt
him
for
around.
soloing.
Oh yeah, that one
Just-
you just dropped everything because it was too much. You said.
It was just so annoying, dude. Josh during War for the Overworld 2 was more annoying than a fight. Josh in War for the Overworld 3 was a fight. Josh in War for the Overworld 2 was just annoying as hell. Josh in War for the Overworld 1 did not exist.
I think that's because him in War for Level 2 was the only time where he was actually able to possibly have the opportunity of attacking Terran Dame. Second Union had so much stuff that it didn't really matter. But for War for Level 2, it was just a head-on thing. You and Josh. Dan kind of switched sides because his main goal
Well,
was...
that's kind of just what he does. Like, without Michael, he's like clueless on where to go.
Mhm. Without Michael, every decision is made for Michael. With Michael, every decision is made by Michael.
Mhm.
It's called being dependent. You gotta be independent. That's how it is.
That's
Yeah.
true. Like Josh and me when Evan left, like we still kept going, regardless of whether or not we had anybody on our side.
You're just fighting to see... I mean, at the end of the day, Josh never won. He just got the last hit in. He lost majority of those wars. The YouTube video, Stick 18, Lemmy Jimmy, whatever, killing things. You guys won 3 wars and one loss. Josh went through Anerstagen, War for Level 1, 2, and 3. So he went through 4 wars and he won 1. See, he had the exact opposite. 3 losses and 1 win. That sounds much worse than 3 wins and 1 loss.
Ring that bell. Much a bigger soul.
I think it's just big because the 3rd war was huge. The biggest one. And it's just taking the credit. It was all FDE. Bless you. And
Excuse me.
and Orlaz. It was mainly FDE though. And Evan, you met his dad. That's the strangest thing still today in City.
Is he
Evan
dead?
meeting-
No,
And-
he's still alive. I kept him alive.
Why are? What is wrong with you?
I
Oh
didn't
my
know
god!
I didn't know FDE enough at the time.
Oh, you hate FDE.
Literally, no, the FD that was the first time I met FDE. So then I'm like, okay, that's kind of strange of him.
What
And
a
then like
weird
I
FD
learned of how
stuff.
much of a coward he was, and then I just started hating him even more.
The actual
Honestly,
actually the closest time you guys ever fought in City was when Evan you fought for the PTF in order to gain their trust to kill FDE. I
Really?
think yeah, you
Was
helped
that
take down a little city for the PTF.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
And then you did end up gaining his trust, and then you almost killed him, but he fled.
Yeah.
That would have changed everything if you did kill him.
I was so close to killing him too. I had to bail though because I was being killed. He was one shot, bro. He was one shot.
It was so... That would have changed so much. Maybe War for Level 3 would have been won by the second... Actually, at that point, the PTF already did their work, so... It was already done. No turning back from that. If anyone's gonna have another huge protagonist arc or something huge, I think it's gonna be Dan.
I damn hope it's gonna
I-
be Dan. Dan
yeah.
deserves it. Dan actually deserves to be a character that's not terrible. Dan's
Dan,
character honestly is like
yeah,
if Dan without Michael is like Dan
kinda
with Michael
cool.
is not a character. Dan without Michael, he's okay. He's a good leader. He's a great leader for sure.
oh my gosh.
But during
He made the
conflict,
first
he just
speech.
dips.
He made the first NPC speech ever.
Yeah,
And I never
like, during
even asked him
conflict, he
to.
just dips. Yeah. Like if he went in during conflict, then he'd 100% totally be great protagonist material.
Unless he like does something stupid again.
I mean, protagonist, antagonist, who cares? Dan is, I believe he's going to be the next
He
player.
tried to kill Orlaz, bruh.
Oh my gosh, that just shows how Dan is always true to his allied beliefs. No matter how many times he changes his flag, his real ideology never changes.
I
Allies
am
hate
still
Axis.
so mad at him. Like he revealed that he was gonna kill Orlaz. I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Wait,
bro?
what? Really?
He wanted
No,
to kill
basically-
Orlaz, yeah. While Zed was still alive.
And
Oh yeah, I remember
that,
this.
all
We were
that
so
stuff.
mad. We
That
were
whole
so
thing was
pissed
so cool though. Like back then, Zed would have gained the Monster Empire again at its peak.
Yeah, that would have tore everything down. And we could like the entire world could have ended because Dan decided to just
Be a bonehead.
yeah, and think he was doing the right thing when really he was ending the world.
He didn't think ahead there. Josh gains so much power from Zed being his little goon.
Yeah, that's
His minion.
Like this floor.
Okay.
And continue.
Like Josh literally, Trugerich was so much stronger because of Zed, and Zed had just the title of general of his army, so he can only do like military stuff. And seriously, like, oh my, that is, I don't know. Zed is literally one of City's strongest characters. He almost took over the overworld.
Yeah, exactly. If Dan actually like took time to think about things, he would become a great protagonist.
That's the kind of person to, like hate everything, but not do anything about it.
Well, he's
He's
always
the kind of person to talk behind people's back, and then like whenever he's face to face with them, he's like super nice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like putting on a mask.
That's what the man.
He always
Yeah.
expects other people to deal with his problems, which has happened in the past in City.
Most of the time.
Bro.
Pretty much every time, actually, when you think about it
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
He's like
no,
Josh, but less honorable because like Josh
Way
waits
less
for his
honorable.
enemies to die, but like still willing to fight when it happens.
Like,
Dan
I
just
think-
waits for things to die by teaming up with them.
Josh does
least
have
Josh-
some honor, though, because he treats his troops pretty well. He likes his troops a lot.
Josh has like a sense of as I said, he's incredibly lawful evil. He's like evil, but he has like a code of conduct that he just doesn't break.
Hmm.
He has the code that he's given himself, that he's built for himself, that he just chooses not to like disobey.
But I feel like he's slowly becoming neutral, though, because he's disobeying some of his most critical policies, never to go into creative. He always did that. I remember that for like years. And then all of a sudden, he sees that now as a disadvantage to losing this war or winning this war.
Hmm.
He told me that. He said, if Lucas and Evan, his words, if Lucas and Evan are willing to be in creative, or not willing, if Lucas and Evan are building everything in creative, then I'm going to stay in creative and build the rest of this. He said that a while ago.
Yeah.
Everything's so interesting about City.
Angel like why lose you would
Except Lead Pawn.
Holster the smile was this gun.
Oh, what block is that?
But if it ended
Stripped
on
oak
a
wood.
joke,
Stripped
been
spruce
there a long
wood.
time ago. Where'd you come from?
Yeah, can you help fill in the floor here?
Yeah, sure. I need to leave soon.
Okay.
And I Joe.
Where you headed?
Sleep.
Oh no, I mean like tomorrow.
Lifeguard.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh yeah, Michael said it's
That's
not
the
good, the course you're taking.
Really?
They're discontinuing it, and you're gonna have
Yeah,
to pay
I
to be a
know.
lifeguard or something. The WSI.
I know. Yeah. But my parents don't know that. And
Why don't
I
you just
didn't
tell them?
until now, so Yeah. No, but like there's a course that I could take online, and basically like I could just convert my WSI certificate into like what I need.
Oh yeah, he talked about that. It's like an online
Yeah.
course.
I could just do it in like 3 minutes. That's fine. Like I'm supposed to watch videos, but everything that I need, I already learned in WSI.
Hmm.
Been married a long time ago. Where'd you come from? Where did you go? And who you on the run from? Got night.
Just realized I dipped on the homies, dude. Straight up went like, hold up, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. And then just like immediately started talking about City. I guess that just proves how awesome City is. City is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So that's a Sigma male move. Tyson said.
If it hadn't
You get Chad.
been
I don't know what they were
for
talking about, bro.
Joe,
Hang on, like,
you married a long time ago. Where'd you come from? Where did you go?
Want to become famous? I'll core your stream on Kazi. Me Pika23.
Your chat is so botted, bro.
Yeah, I get these kind of messages multiple times per stream. Like 6 times per stream, not even kidding. It's so annoying. What up, Badges? Wanna design your thing better for a small fee?
I think Minecraft is like a little kid game, so then they're like targeting tiny little kid streamers in hopes that like some little kid is like, oh my god, I want to become a popular streamer.
I'm gonna quote that right now.
It's worse for Fortnite. I get all these things about.
Oh yeah, because Fortnite is even more of a little kid's game.
They're like, can you put this in the supporter creator thing? And then I always say every single time, yes, I will do that. I am 100% going to do that. I think that was a great thing. I thank you for following. Please never unfollow because I will do that. I'll tell all my friends. I say that all the time, and I've gotten like 70 of those every single time, and I never even do anything. After they leave, after I see the viewer count go down, I just like laugh and say, you suck.
Hold up, Evan. You gotta see this. You gotta look at this real quick.
All right.
What was that quote you said? Little kid.
We're targeting these kids. No, it's not that.
Oh.
You're back on me. I won't be ignored time.
What a terrible world. I'm probably gonna like yo, Evan.
Hmm?
Do you know any volunteering opportunities?
Volunteering opportunities?
Yeah.
Um,
Do you get paid as
For
a
what?
lifeguard?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, so that doesn't count as volunteer hours then, tragically.
Yeah. Tragically, you could volunteer at You could search up on Richmond, and then you could find some volunteer opportunities there. They always post on the Richmond, BC website.
Okay. I wanna try and land like an hour of volunteering per day.
Oh damn! All right.
Because if that's the case, like, how many days are in a school year?
Probably 180, 200 and something. I don't know.
Whatever, let's just say it's 3. So I have the entirety of next year and like whatever's left of this year.
It's probably 250. 250.
Okay, so if I have the entirety of next year, that's 365. Okay, you know that's more than enough.
Okay,
for,
no
like,
way. No way. It's 200 hours.
What?
No way. We need 200 hours.
No, you don't.
No, you need like 30 to graduate, and then you need at least like, I don't know, 70 to 100 for for a good looking resume thing for post-secondary. Michael said you need in the hundreds, but I talked to my tutor and she said that's not true.
How many did you say?
Well, my tutor said, like, you don't need that much. You could just do like 100.
I think
Like,
I
that would-
automatically
what
need
did Michael say?
Michael
I-
said
I-
like
over
300.
100.
That's actually comically depressing. What? No, that's
That's
cap.
you know how
That's
hard that would
cap.
be in 2 years. In 2 years.
Yeah, because like there's no way people actually volunteered for stuff in grade 8 and 9.
I mean, 10 is possible. So then 3 years. You got 3 years to do 300 hours. How is that
See, now, like-
possible?
Actually, like, it actually is possible.
I mean, well, it's
And
possible, but
volunteer
people wouldn't do
every
it.
day. Yeah, people wouldn't do it.
I
but, like-
volunteered a lot when I was like in grade 5, but I'm not even sure if they recorded those.
But like, if you volunteer every day, for like just a singular year, then that's like that's
That's a lot. 250.
yeah, that's 365 volunteer hours. It's actually pretty easy now if you think about it.
You could do
Singular
half
hour-
an hour per day for 2 years and get the same amount.
Yeah, for 2 years you could do half an hour, but like, it's
Usually when
already-
you volunteer until the end.
You would do
Some
way
vol-
more per day.
Yeah, you would do way more per day. I'd say like by a month, you'd probably volunteering every day would get you at least 100.
Holy crap. You would only have to volunteer for like 1 month.
I'd try and volunteer for 2 months just to have like a good, like a crazy good opportunity, because minimum for consideration is 100 hours for UBC. Like for consideration, so it's like it's like, this guy might be okay, but this guy has 700. So like so like
What the
700
You
hours.
just pulled 700 out of your hat.
yeah, 700 is just a random number that I picked.
No, they're gonna recognize 700 and like, what the fuck?
If they see that you have 700 hours, then they'll be like, damn, this guy's it.
Yeah, this guy's committed. Like, this guy has a C- in everything, but 700 hours? I mean,
I can't argue with that, bro.
yeah, I mean, he spent all of his study time volunteering. I mean,
Mm.
700 hours, you know?
I would suggest volunteering for like a school or something. You don't volunteer for a park, bro.
Apparently volunteering is like very barbaric. You just have an adult sign something.
Mhm.
But that could be like cheated in so many ways though.
We could volunteer for the same things together.
Oh yeah, that way it'd be more fun. I know a place that we can volunteer at that would be super easy.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's just helping old people with no, not even. Okay, wait. No, that's not true. That's not true. That's so off. That's so very false. It's not even a short summary. That's just false. I'm not gonna say on stream, but there's a store in I guess you could say the village, and it's a store that is super open, and it's not like it's very peaceful and welcoming, and it's where a lot of people go to shop for clothes and books. And you can get volunteer hours over there. And they're probably gonna ask for like tiny labor, like moving stuff and helping people, or maybe at the cashier. But
Okay.
all that.
No. We would definitely not be able to go to the cashier if we're volunteering.
Oh yeah, I guess so. And there's also a place just like that I know very well, and they know me very well already, because my mom has been there, like shopping there, a bit for a while, because why not? It's very close by. I'm not gonna say any of this. It's really, I live really close by to it anyway, and yeah, that would be. I mean, I always wondered if they needed security, because it's so open. You just walk in.
Security? Oh
So
my god.
I thought if I
Yo,
that would be so cool.
if we land a security opportunity, that would be fucking epic.
We would
Oh
we
my
would just
God.
stand there and watch people. It would be so
We should
cool.
actually do that. Yeah.
You want me to ask
Yeah,
them?
oh my
I could ask
God.
them tomorrow.
Yeah,
walk
yeah,
over
yeah.
there.
Ask people and like, yeah, ask. Maybe we should go with you. Yeah.
They would be
Yeah,
really
yeah.
nice though because
I
they know
so
my mom
wanna
very
do that.
well.
Oh my God.
They know
No,
my
but, like-
family very well.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's how I got my job. I had like really close family friend and like she
Recommend you?
she referred me.
Oh wow. Okay.
Assets, just like the Pacificus. That's how you do well in life.
Yeah, straight up.
Assets.
Assets is like it's crucial. That's why you make a lot of friends. Like if one day your
Connections.
friend, yeah, if one day your friend becomes like a corporate business owner, then gosh darn, like
Can I work for you?
yeah,
Mhm.
You either make a lot of friends and then gain a lot of opportunities and assets,
Or you make those
or
opportunities
like
yourself.
or you just sacrifice social life and just making them yourself. Yeah.
honestly, I just do both. If you do both, you could start up a business, have other people. You could have like a full-time job.
Wait, we
bunch
would
of
be so cool as an alliance there at the store of security, just standing there.
We drip out for sure.
But there's
Absolutely.
two places of entry and exit. So like two of us could be at the main exit and take shifts and turns, and then one of us, unfortunately, because unless it was like one other person that you guys, you know what?
I don't know the chances of us becoming like security though, because
That's
you need
Diego,
like
maybe.
Oh
Because,
yeah.
like,
yeah.
Do they really? I think the only reason why they would want that is because it's we wouldn't be getting paid, and it's a free service. Just sign this to say that we did this many hours per day.
I mean,
And-
I could like tell them that like I'm capable, but like I don't have any background experience to prove to them that I'm capable, right?
You could say like, didn't you do
no, Diego would be perfect though because he's a
Diego
martial
would
arts
be
guy.
perfect. Yeah, he's a martial arts guy.
Evan? Didn't you do Taekwondo or something for a long
I
time?
did. I'm doing a little bit of boxing. I also did jujitsu and Krav Maga too.
Why don't we just get more
So it's
games?
just volunteering. What do they have to lose?
Why don't you? Well, I mean, who would? I go there all the time, and I look around. I'm like, oh crap! If I wanted to be evil one day, and if I shoplift,
You're
this
mad
place
at
would be easy. It would be so easy. I would run this place like it was my lich. I would freaking destroy that place. I would grab all the stuff and it'd be so easy. Somebody went there and grabbed something for $15,000. Oh, they didn't grab it, but they bought it, and it was like worth $15,000, and they bought it for like $5 or $50. And
Did they just replace the tags or something?
no, they didn't. It was an antique. I'm not saying the kind of store this was. Please don't guess because I don't want this on stream. But I'll tell you guys later. It's a very, very open environment. It's not like, I don't know, a restaurant where there's people yelling constantly about orders and stuff. This is different. It's very like what I'm trying to say is there's no stress in any part of this, anything working there. Being a volunteer there, all of the workers are volunteers. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm actually opening up like my first bank account finally, so I can finally open up Fiverr. You
What's that?
Oh,
like it's
Fiverr, bro.
for commissions and stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, not sure what
yeah,
that
that
is.
would be sick. That would be sick.
I commission plot ideas for like story writers. I'd also like
Oh, like what Elden Ring did.
yeah, I'd also commission for like music
Yeah, yeah.
and all of that stuff. So that'd be cool.
But seriously though, if we could land, like, if I could convince them, what if I go full convincing and do everything I can, like, oh, you know what, COVID has been really tough. It really wasn't for me, but it's been really, really tough. I had it for like,
my guy. We're good.
liars survive, sometimes coward. Okay,
Okay.
never mind.
I don't want to be like security because
I'm just kidding, I'm kidding.
It was
I-
crazy easy to get a job, and if it's not easy to get a job, it's so much easier to get a.
Volunteer job that they would be,
Like
I
Of
know
course,
them.
it's easy to get.
The thing about the volunteer job is the fact that it's free. What do they have to lose?
That's exactly why people volunteer. Like, I've never seen a person turn down a
That'd be
volunteer
so
opportunity
cool.
unless, like, they openly admit to being like a shooter or something.
We could get tags and stuff that say security and stuff. The only problem is
I
that
doubt
if-
we'll be security. I doubt we'll be security. I think we'd probably just be helpers, like just wandering around and helping things.
But I
No,
do
that's
want to
okay.
ask about security because that place is so easy to shoplift. I swear. Like they have camera blind spots. Oh no, I'm Mike Erman shouting. But right now they have camera blind spots. They don't have cameras.
How do you
Sure.
know about that?
I've been there so many times and I'm just staring at the security. Because when I'm over there, there's nothing else I'm gonna do. My
Do
mom
you
like
jump farther with light load? Yeah, you
I'm
do.
not there to shop. I'm
think-
there because my mom asked me to be there while she's shopping because she's asking me about things.
I think I know what you're talking about because, like, I once went shopping somewhere and then they just told me, like, oh yeah, you could, I don't know, maybe in the summer you could volunteer.
It's just
Yeah.
we
Here,
all
here, this is what we should do. This is what we should do, okay? We should volunteer. Oh?
okay. Why don't I just yeah we.
Honestly, I don't understand. I don't understand like how particularly whether or not this is particularly like why we're debating this. We should just go up there and ask.
I think my mom and I should or just my mom at first because when you think about it, I feel like that would have a higher success rate by a couple percent. Because they would rather turn us three down than my mom. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I'm such a jerk, but well, you don't ever get anything you want without being a jerk
All the
sometimes.
staff there know your mom then.
Hold on. Yeah,
Yes,
they do.
All
course
of
they
them.
do.
All of them. They know
Fine.
me too.
Before anything else, Evan, can you look at my stream real quick?
Yeah, sure.
I want you to see this. I've
Not
wanted
trying
to
to
show
be
you
a
this
jerk.
for like a long time now. Are
Oh,
you
yeah.
watching?
In a jerky move.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Crucible Night.
Oh. All right.
There
Here we
it
go.
is. It's actually gonna be crazy. Unless I fail immediately.
Souls
which might be
Night?
the case. Crucible Night.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
that's
that's
cool.
A lot of damage.
What
is
if
so
that
much
happened in
damage.
City? If there was an add-on where it would have an animation of stabbing the mayor?
Oh my god.
Why is this
Okay.
guy so cool?
It's a Crucible night. They're cool as shit.
Yeah, this guy is awesome, dude. These
Yeah.
guys are awesome. I dressed up. This is like, aw.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Evan. Josh had an idea to revisit Lucas's idea from Halloween. We all dress up as our characters, or
A
a
city?
character. Yeah, I have a creeper head.
Oh.
I wonder how Immune Creeper would work. You'd have to have like so many.
Imagine
cardboard
us pulling
boxes.
up in like task force outfits, bro.
Oh, that
my
should be
god.
That would
stuff.
also be cool. That would also be cool. That would be equally cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that would
Aw.
actually be cool to
Oh.
dress up as city characters. Okay, I call dibs on the Smiler.
I thought we were just dressing up as our own character. Okay, whatever.
I don't have it. Oh yeah, Tron the Creeper.
Uh-oh.
Or Romeo. But Lucas, I don't really have a proper character.
You have 13 Estus flasks? Jesus Christ.
I've become literally a paragod, bro.
I could get the Tron Creeper thing. Is this what you guys meant by like Dark Souls stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Dark Souls thing is so cool. Like,
Dark
it's
Souls combat
complicated.
is the best combat from any game, period, I
Yeah.
think.
Is Elden
That's
Ring
the same.
close?
Elden Ring is the same
Elden
combat
Ring-
as Dark Souls. They're made by the
Yeah.
same people.
They're made by the same people. Yeah.
Oh, this is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so I noticed something with God of War is that Elden Ring and like the Souls-like are really complicated, and it is the best combat because it is complicated, right? It's super hard to play, but God of War is really fun to play.
I actually think Elden Ring is more fun to play purely because of the fact that everything feels more weighted.
That's true. Yeah, that is very true. Like
That
God
the
of War,
rolling
nothing feels
feels
weighted.
like
yeah.
you're actually rolling. Attacking
Mhm.
feels like you're actually attacking. Like in God of War Ragnarok and God of War 2018, which I've actually played, it just feels like you know you're you're playing an animation every time you press a button.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't
It's like
feel
a
like
2-second animation.
you're actually like attacking, you know?
Mhm. Oh wow, alright.
But like
Not-
that's like the big thing about Dark Souls
Belt.
combat that I love so much.
Mhm.
Because it's just everything feels so weighted, feels so real.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel like an animation. Like sometimes when Kratos attacks using the Blades of Chaos, he just doesn't look natural. It looks like he's actually like you know, he's just an animation.
Yeah, no, and the combos are super goofy too. Like you fling someone in the air and just keep attacking him, he just like floats.
Mm-hmm.
Like no, I tried to like after playing Elden Ring, I tried a bit of God of War, and I'm not used to it. Like Elden Ring, I'm used to the iframes, right?
Yeah.
I tried doing the same thing with God of War, and I just died. Because like I thought there was iframes, so I rolled into the attack, and then like I just got a hit.
Mm-hmm. If I had to say, like Elden Ring has the best combat in like in any game I've ever played.
Oh
No,
yeah, definitely, definitely.
best game combat I've seen in any game like ever.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's probably gonna be a while until it gets bested.
Mm.
And and it also has like one of the best gameplay, some of the best gameplay.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
But number one, but like for story, it's Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
Okay, you
What
ready
was I
for
gonna
this?
say about Elden Ring? What was I gonna say about Elden Ring?
Where's Waterloo? Oh,
Oh, you gotta look at this. Look at this. Look at this, Evan. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Market the fellow man.
What the hell's going on? What the? Damn.
Yeah, I figured out like a way to. This is a Reforged mod. It's so laggy. Is it laggy for you?
No. Oh right, yeah. Elden. Have you seen the videos of like Elden Ring hitboxes?
Oh yeah. Elden Ring hitboxes are perfect, dude.
Yeah, like it comes the closest ever, and it still doesn't hit because like the hitboxes are just way too good, bro.
Yeah.
Like
It's so laggy. Oh my god.
is the therapy people, Frana, Silex, Red's Right, etc. Going to the main base?
No. If anything, they'd probably be moved to like where Clay is going next. Because wherever Clay is going next is probably gonna be the therapy station. After being with Josh for that long, he's gonna need it.
Oh, so you're not executing him on the spot.
No, I'm executing him the second he's done the cure.
Why? Oh,
Yeah,
for being a traitor?
No, for being a trader, that's like a minimum thing. Big thing is the fact that he knows a lot. Next time he gets kidnapped by somebody, which may be at some point. Yeah, you know, he spilled a lot about the Pacificus. So, you know,
Yep.
I'm actually lagging so bad right now.
How many, how big is Elden Ring?
A lot. Crazy
Oh,
amounts.
200 gigs?
Bigger than Sea of Thieves, I'm pretty sure.
200 gigs, maybe?
200 gigs? How much was Sea of Thieves?
80. Oh, now it's 100.
Well, yeah, probably. It's a little bit bigger than that. Or like 70 gigs. One of the two. It's so laggy.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's 60. It's 60. If Elden Ring, I think Elden Ring's good because it has
I'm gonna go
multiplayer.
now, guys.
Alright, so yeah.
Yeah, see ya.
Okay, bye.
It's Elden Ring's multiplayer, yeah.
I would like. Generally, I would like. Not get it, but because it's multiplayer. Anything that's multiplayer is like 10 times better.
Agreed. Especially when the multiplayer is equally good. Because multiplayer in Elden Ring is just basically single player, but with people. It's like Minecraft's multiplayer. Where it's just the same thing. It's not like Call of Duty multiplayer. Where it's like you can't play the campaign with more than one person. Anyways, I'll probably dip. Yeah. Probably dip. Tomorrow I have work. Gotta
Alright.
get some good
Oh,
sleep.
shoppers.
Also, I'm gonna say this real quick. You know Long Buddy, the really annoying guy that I absolutely despise?
Yeah.
He messaged me saying, "Sir."
Uh,
Sir period, and then pung me. This guy is annoying, bro.
Wait, where is he?
He DM'd me.
What?
Did he DM you?
No, where do you find him? In Elite Kira?
He's in Kira, but he DM'd me. He DM'd me.
What's his
Look.
name?
Long Buddy.
Oh, never mind. I thought someone had Negan as their profile. What's his name?
I just sent it. Not today, but it says Long Buddy 1. In Kira, his name's probably different.
So he just... Oh my gosh, he's such a simp. He's such a simp for power. He saw you there, so he's doing this to you now. On purpose.
Yeah, this guy's cringe, dude.
He's just a simp for power. This is much worse than Dan and City.
Yeah, agreed.
Dan never begged anyone for power.
He's just a coward. This guy's like a coward and a simp. Oh my god.
This is the worst combination. 9-year-old on TME too. That's trying to get up the ranks as a 9-year-old
Holy crap.
in the least honorable way.
You know, this guy pisses me the frick off.
And he was like correcting the instructor guy, the teacher.
Mm.
And I think he killed one of the guys that I was with.
Yeah, actually, sir,
Oh no.
actually, it's sir, not teacher. Oh
What
my god,
about-
this guy is the living embodiment of the nerd emoji.
What's the other server that you were mutual with?
Sir, what?
What's the other mutual server that you're with for him? Buddy.
That's just the TME server.
Buddy.
The full TME server, the Mandalorian Empire.
Wait, am I not in it?
Are you not in it? It's like, here, never mind, I can invite people apparently.
I don't think I'm in the main TME Discord server.
I'm pretty sure you have to have Evan ask you because I can't invite you for some reason.
Was I? Oh, TME Clan Administration, is that what it is?
No, that's something else.
Okay, I've never been in it then. That's very strange.
That's crazy. That's like the main TME thing with all the different clans.
Then
You
I
get
should
into-
probably
you could
search
get
it
up
out.
to some serious, some serious deviousness. You know I mean?
What? Are
Yeah,
they
okay,
sus in there?
No, they're just devious. In the
What does
sense
that mean?
you could like prank them and stuff.
Oh, I found their Discord, I think. The Mandalorian Empire. Yeah, I found it.
Yeah, it's
Join
called the
them.
Mandalorian Empire. Does it have like Halloween things on it?
Yeah.
It doesn't
Oh,
make-
Evan is huge. That's
Yeah,
what
he's
she
literally
said.
he's second to Noah, which is the owner.
Really?
Yeah.
Noah Hartman. Have I messaged Noah Hartman? Have you
I
messaged Noah
messaged him
Hartman?
here. You want to see this? You want to see this? You want to see this? Check this out. Check this out. So this is actually absolutely hilarious. 1 second. Did I just leave VC?
I think so. One of you.
Okay, I'm back. Here it is. Okay, so he said, I don't respond to spam. And then I sent him a picture and then told him to respond.
I can't see what you're saying.
I'm sending it to
Uh,
not City West us.
I have never messaged Noah. There you go. I
Yeah,
messaged
I
him.
don't
Oh.
respond. Look, read what it says.
Oh my gosh. I don't respond to spam. Respond. Spam. Wait, what happened? I don't understand. Did you just say hello to him? Or something like that?
No, I didn't. He's just he was talking in the main Discord chat.
For
Like
Timmy?
yeah, for TME, and he was just saying a bunch of random stuff. And then like some other people were spamming him because of the fact that he's the owner of the server, and they saw that he was online. They were all spamming him. He went like, I don't just respond to spam. So then I DM'd him saying, respond with the spam. Yeah. Anyway, I'm a dip. Good night.
Okay. I'm gonna convince Noah to give me TME.
Okay, you can do your best. You got
Thanks.
this. He gave another like 9-year-old TME.
Yeah, he did. And then he
He did.
had to take it back, but if I get it, I'm never letting anyone else touch it.
Yeah. You just destroy the entire server. All right. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Oh wait, I'm still here.
Nice.